What is up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm here with my boy JohnnyKpicks for a Thursday night live show. How you doing tonight, Johnny?
Yanni K is feeling fantastic. This is going to be a good card. We got Fight Companion on Saturday. I'm actually really pumped for to hang out with everybody, and we got some special guest lines up. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, man. It sounds like you guys got an excellent show lined up. I'll be there for the main card. Like I said, I gotta keep it cool for the early part.
We'll hold the fort down. We got Patty. We got Effie coming in. We got Mushroom coming in. We got maybe Guru from Chronic coming in. We'll see what else.
That's the show right there. Have a little Hollywood Squares show, man.
Exactly.
And all the people. That's good.
Might even have like 6 people in at one time. Who knows?
That's a party. Sounds like a party. That's awesome. Yeah, man, I'm ready for this UFC London card. I'm glad it's a lot of close money lines. I think I got 5 straight money line bets.
Nice.
2 plus 100s, a plus 250, a minus 120, and a minus 115. So all 5 of my bets are within, minus 120 or plus money. So I love these kind of cards, man. Because I don't know, I don't feel like even like the bigger star power names are even really like that. The big favorites they should be, like Wood, he should be a slight favorite, but damn, he's small.
I'm all on that.
He's so small. Fili's so tough. Dude. It's gonna be a good one. I like Wood. Yeah, but let's shout out. Let's say what's up to everybody in the chat, man. We got non-addictive first one in here at 518. That's what's up. He said, when is the double leg being featured here?
I think he means when Tyler did the example of the single leg,
Oh yeah,
whatever. Yeah, I think that's what that means.
Oh, you want? Okay, well, we can start doing virtual stuff, man. I'm gonna show you how to drink a freaking twisted tea out of a boot here in a minute. So
love it.
Something. That's a new thing. Mushroom MMA. What is up, bro? I just heard you gonna be on the Fight Companion. That's a good time right there for sure. So what's up, Cody and Johnny? 2 of the sharpest and realest in the community, coming from one of the sharpest and realest dudes in the community himself. And I've been loving to see all the
with the most black pepper on food
I was showing my girlfriend that the other day. I'm like, look at this thing, but it looks good. The one where he did the eggs. Yeah, dude, the big old sub he had the other day, like the breakfast sub, looks so good. I think it might even been today or yesterday, maybe.
I remember. Yeah, one day it would look great.
Yeah, it does. But everybody check out Mushroom MMA on Twitter and on YouTube. He's puts out good videos. He even puts out videos of his food. So that's freaking. I love seeing that stuff. Gabriel Gonzalez, what is up, man? He said, finally a card with close lines. I'm getting killed. Betting KO subs and that go to the distance. Yeah, man. Greed, them prop things, man, are tough. And there's nothing worse. Like, I was so mad at myself when I bet Cannonier by decision, and I thought for sure he's going to finish Vettori. He looked so finished in the second round. You know what I mean? Luckily, Vettori's crazy, but it makes me not want to do that, though. Bet them props, because it's like you get so mad if you pick the right person and then that happens, Chronic Combat Conversations, the dudes, what is up,
What up, guys?
Dude, their channel is awesome. They put on great shows with great guests every single week, man. Check them out on YouTube at Chronic Combat Conversations and on Twitter, man. They got great pages and great dudes, man. Triple C, baby. Triple C.
Chronic Combat Conversations.
Yep, check them out. Good dudes. I was on their show. Johnny's been on their show. They're really sharp dudes. They got some of the best stats in the game, too. I like it. Nobody mentioned Chelsea Chandler. I mean, Norma Dumont is really good, dude. And she keeps getting these freaking bantamweights to come up to 145 and fight her. She's a bully, bro.
I think I remember somebody saying that Chelsea is the real deal Holyfield.
I guarantee she wins her next fight. That was
the key words.
I bet you she wins her next fight. We'll bet on that. We're gonna bet a shoey on whoever she fights next. I'm gonna pay what's her name? Macy Chase on Chelsea's older sister to go back up to 45 and beat up Dumont again.
I'll pick Dumont all day again. I don't care.
Johnny Parsons, me by KO is a lock. Better not be. If that's the real Johnny Parsons, man. What's up? But yeah, man, that's gonna be a good fight.
Love it.
Can't wait to see you back. If it's you, can't say that. I know Johnny bet Danny Roberts. I don't know why he would do that, but it's disrespectful.
Oh man, it wasn't his fault. It was the judge's fault. But Amib won that fight. I'm just gonna say that. 30-27.
A couple judges out there in the world that debate that. Shafiq, what is up? He said, let's go, my G's. Appreciate you coming out tonight and every single night, Shafiq. You hang out with us every time. It's awesome. Dad's Files bet a bunch on Aspinall by KO and a little on round 2. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that
like
at all. And everybody check out Daz Files. Daz Files on Twitter puts out good bets, puts out good information. He's on Instagram too, so check him out for sure. 916 Dave, what is up, bro? Appreciate you coming out, hanging out, throwing out a comment for the algorithm, man. It really helps out. Appreciate that. Derek Izzy, what is up? Said, I'm in Tampa driving back to the hotel from dinner. Early card. Let's go. Yep. He was just in Memphis the other day.
Nice.
Down there in one of the safer cities in America.
Derek?
Yep. But I seen the sheet for this week. It's looking good. I agree with a lot of it. And it's a good algorithm. So everybody follow Derek on Instagram under Derek Izzy, and he puts up a good fight algorithm. He gives out fight finishes, winners, predicts all that, and has an excellent record. He's also on the Layer Cake Discord putting out stuff all the time too. So appreciate you, Derek. Litz, actually, I really like Aspinall by sub this week. I think that's the move. He's going to play it safer and work the takedowns. He really respects Tybura on the feet. So possibility, man, his sub game is so crazy, dude. The way he just took Volkov and Orlovsky out. I mean, he's on the ground with these dudes not too long and just taking an arm or a neck, man. Ryan Jordan, what is up? He said, Blood and Johnny. Always a good time, man. We appreciate you coming out. Aspinall KO, lock and a half. There we go. We got 2 on it so far. Luke, what is up, man? What's up, guys? Appreciate you coming out.
What's up, Luke?
So what do you think of Rob Font, Corey? Now I'm pissy. I ain't gonna get happy about it.
I was sad, obviously, that Umar backed out, but I'm okay with this fight. I don't love it yet, but as it gets closer, I probably will. Because we got robbed at UFC Columbus. It was supposed to be Rakic and Blachowicz. It canceled. Didn't even find anybody for Rakic. And then we got Diakiese and Blades, and that was trash. So I'm okay. I want to see Corey fight, and I'm okay with Rob Font. He's good. Still think Corey's going to win, but
yeah, I wanted to see freaking Umar live to be like, I know possibly the future champ. I guess one of my bragging points, I've seen Anderson Silva fight live twice in Ohio, once in Columbus and once in Cincinnati, and it's amazing. But fucking Rob Font.
I know.
All right, damn, my rant's over. Let's say Corey would be a huge favorite, but should be a good parlay piece to me. Same with Caanzad over Paulo. Yeah, but to see. Yep. To see how all that goes, man. Dixon Sider, good evening, guys. Good evening, Dixon. Appreciate you coming out, hanging out here. Been joining the show lately. I like it. I see Dixon everywhere, dude. So appreciate you hanging out, choosing to hang out with us. Any Action Sportscast, Effie, going to be on the show Saturday, man. Putting out great content. Everybody check out Any Action Sportscast, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Putting out.
This is the one to subscribe to, guys. Not the other one. That's his personal one.
If anything, dude, you guys. Do me a favor right now and go subscribe to Any Action Sportscast, man. That would do me a favor. I would appreciate that. Yeah. And then you just come back to the show. But he deserves it. He puts out good content, and he's been putting out every single week, puts out everything since we've been doing it. You know what I mean? So he's consistent. He's good. He knows this stuff. So everybody go check him out. And he'll be on the show Saturday hanging out as always, dude. He's a good dude. Pink Freud, what is up? He said, hi, everyone in the chat. The best chat on YouTube. Let's go. That's what I like to hear right there. And, of course, Cody, everyone's favorite capper, and Johnny. He's all right. He's all right.
Okay. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. It's all good.
What do they do it on, what is that, The Hangover, too? He keeps calling it rice pudding. He's like, I got cayenne pepper. That's what you got to say. MPTV hanging out. What is up? He said, I told my lady to take her permission slip and shove it. Then I slipped a quick 3-piece, and now we're here.
Let's go.
You hit him with the tail end of the third one, clipped him. Appreciate you coming out, hanging out, bringing the jokes as always.
Yes,
MPTV. It said, I usually always tail Cody's picks, but this week he's on some super close matchups. That's what I'm good at, man. Dude, you catch
Hope
me.
You didn't tail the Chandler one.
Look, you catch me putting in them 2 plus 4 minus 400s, and I'm gonna lose. Last time I did that with Bonfim and with what's his nuts, fucking Guram, with Renata on both of them, and they both burn me. So yeah, I love the close ones. This is where I shine, man. This is where the tape shows up. Like Davey Grant, Bruno Brazil, hard for me to tell, but they're the better fighters, man. You got to trust the system. Trust the system. It's been proven. The system's proven. At this point, what 7 out of 8 weeks now, 2 in a row. That's damn 2 months straight, damn there. You know what I mean?
Go a month.
The only week I lost was when I took them fucking big favorites, dude. AJ, yo, what up, guys?
So what is up, guys?
Cody, I think that's what I say on my to start my videos. Yo, what up, guys? That's what you're gonna get on the text message. And if you, that's how I message people. But AJ, appreciate you coming out, bro. He's in the Tapology group now. I don't know how y'all can have that much confidence in Burns after he last fight, but fair enough. Which one's Burns? It's 15 fights.
Gilbert?
Better not be freaking what's his brother's name? What's the other one's name?
Herbert?
Not Herbert. I think maybe Grant. I don't know. Is there Burns? That's a pot. Johnny. This is Johnny tonight, boys and girls. This was Johnny tonight being late. AJ.
A little bit me, yeah, a little bit me.
The Stoliarenko pick is crazy one too, because barring a wild round one sub, her gas tank and durability are going to be cooked. I don't know. I don't think she's that undurable.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
And gas tank ain't even that bad. She just needs possibly one takedown, but maybe two. One each round. She's looking in shape too. I would not be repeating that one. MPTV said I picked Denise Gomez over Bruna. I think I have a good read on Bruna. Well, Denise Gomez and Chelsea
Gomez is a little beast now, so
a little Chelsea or what's her name, Shauna, and Denise are that's different breeds right there of animal, of dog. So what do you have Bruna doing this week? MP MMA Jesus in the house. Everybody go check out Mr. 8K. Go check out Dev on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, putting out the good videos. Puts out a lot of them on Instagram, so definitely hit up the Instagram account. But MMA Jesus 420. What up, Dev?
Yes, sir.
Should we? Is there enough? What we got there? What we wait for? 50 people? We're at 37.
We'll get 50.
Hey, we live. Finally.
We gotta at least start a few fights before that.
I don't see how Mama B won so many championships after watching. I don't know what championship.
Kickboxing championships or something. It wasn't MMA, I'll tell you that.
Been stalking me in the chat. It's Dix Insider. Shady. Do you have Bruno
strikes again, baby?
Bruno's winning. Who's winning? King of Kings of Lord of Cappers is in the house. Other way around. What's up, Bunny Hunter 09? What's up, Boza? He said, "What's up, fellas? Pray for the president, Donald Trump, and Vice President Robert F. Kennedy." Yeah,
sure, that'd be sweet.
I just listened to him on Joe Rogan. They'll never let that happen. That people will never let none of that stuff happen.
But you know who will? Trump.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, but they won't even let. They won't. You've seen what happened last time. They just.
Yeah, I know.
It matter. Like
it was ridiculous.
Like, we didn't steal it. We're like, you still. No, we didn't. Keep it moving. It's like
exactly.
That Pelosi lady be like, "Yeah, I got a fucking $350 million in the bank from stock trading, but fuck you." It's craziness, but it is what it is, man.
If you know, you know.
You know, Molly is the only. That's why I just stick to MMA, baby. Molly is the only pick I'm more confident on than Bruna, because at least when you don't like somebody, you can hopefully get to see him get beat the hell up. You know what I mean? Like Greg Hardy when he came in after beating up his girlfriend and all that, and then you just see like Tybura and all these dudes beat the crap out of him. It's nice. Molly is the only pick I'm more confident than Bruna. Okay, Shady. Daz Mushroom Chronic, ton of great people in the chat. My religion doesn't allow me to pray for people. Okay. What's up, guys? Shoeies all around. Reese Campbell. Johnny might do one for the fun of it. CJ, UFC picks. Carlos, yo, what's up, lads? He said, who's ready for some fights from across the pond? Going for another winning week. I've been hot lately. Let's go.
There you go.
Killing it, man. I've seen you got some nice underdog picks for the lock of the week, I think. Or no, it's Muradov for the lock of the week. He does have an underdog pick. Ollie Craig.
I like his underdog pick too.
Round one's plus 6,500. Okay. Molly gonna take a beat. Paul Craig. Okay. Papa Molly, I'm sweating. Yeah. Everybody betting there's gonna be sweating when that first takedown lands in about 40 seconds into that fight. I'm hearing from sources that Johnny got his t-shirt caught on a door stopper while turning the corner. He's currently unhooking himself. Dang, I'm so behind. I'm just getting to the first ones. We rocked the contest last week. Johnny, props to you, my friend. My first time doing good all year. There we go.
I was 6th place, I believe. I was like 1 and 2 the whole night, and then Holly ruined me. I would have been first.
She was winning until she wasn't too. I came in.
I know. I was so sad.
Like in between rounds to like roll one up really quick. And then I'm like, I hear, Then dude, the same thing happened last time when she fought Ketlin Vieira. I go in to take a leak real quick.
Oh
And
yeah,
all of a
she
sudden
almost
I
got
hear,
caught right
shit.
there.
And then I get out there and she's like getting choked red by pretty much the same kind of choke.
Ketlin Vieira, friend of the show.
Yep. S Blood 3000. What's up? He said, tuned in. What's up, y'all? Nice card here. Let's go, money.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna get it.
Coming out.
We're gonna get it. Finished fourth in BC Dave's contest. That's killing it, Dirty Reg. Johnny Parsons. Johnny betting against me is Johnny betting against America and puppies and rainbows and all that shit.
Johnny P. I would never bet against another Johnny. Oh man, I even picked you.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
All right. Well, it's
don't trust the Roberts as much as they can throw them.
Jesus,
he's far.
You got to pick the better fighters, man. But Johnny Parsons is a dog, man. Is that really Johnny? You think it's really Johnny? Because we've had a lot of.
But if it is, that's cool.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Kickboxing coaches sitting.
There's 100 people in here for real.
In there, damn near 100 people in there.
In the app. Okay, I thought it was like in this thing. I'm like, dang, we're fucking rocking today.
Versus Chinny. Cheers, boys. Jenna Marie, what is up, man? Appreciate it. Not man, but what is up? Instead of saying dude, I picked the wrong one. But what is up, Jenna? We appreciate you coming out, hanging out with us every Thursday. I don't know what's going on, man.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever day it is.
It's one of them days. And I'm not even on. I'm done. I've been off the meds for a while, man. So I don't know what's going on. But cheers, Jenna. I appreciate you coming out. Yep, AJ, they're doing a fight companion your channel, Johnny?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
My bad. I was reading some comments.
I thought you froze. But yeah, I'm on Johnny's channel, and then
I'm gonna post it up tomorrow night, so that way everyone knows and gets notified. Make sure you hit the notify button so you know we're gonna start about I think it starts at 11 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock Eastern time. So we'll start about there around that time, maybe like 10 minutes earlier, 15 minutes early.
Yep. MMA prediction guru, what is up? Is that the one? Which one? I know the MMA prediction guru, but I don't think it's.
Oh, I think it's not that guru, not Beanie Guru.
Yeah, there's two of them. I listened to Guru actually. This one more than the other one, to be honest.
Okay.
But
I don't know if that's what you meant.
Yeah, that was sick. That was a good fight. Everybody check out MMA prediction guru.
Mm-hmm.
That's who it is. I don't know what's going on with the names tonight, but hey, man, appreciate you hanging out. We're at 50 people here, so I'm about to drink a twisted tea.
Let's do it. Why not? We'll start, and then we'll go into the fights. How about that?
Fights. Everybody, man.
50 is good right now. We even started with one fight. This is great.
This is terrible. That's great. First off, I'll just let everybody know I don't drink too much, and I'm not happy about this. Johnny got me when I was on surgery medications. Also,
I will let everybody know this is a shoey bet between Duraev and Park. I told Cody, I tried to tell him that Duraev's cardio just go, but in Duraev's defense, he got his nose busted up with that jab early on, and it drained his cardio real bad.
Because when you bet somebody and you see their nose get broke, you're like, damn it.
Oh yeah. But
so how's twisted tea taste? I've never actually drank a twisted tea. I just
probably tastes like tea.
Fucking twist it a little bit.
Cheers.
As long as nobody cracks me in the head with this thing. All right, boys. Cheers. Here's the Johnny's win, man.
Yeah, get him. The Iron Turtle strikes again, boys and girls. Never doubt him. Never doubt him. Ever. Here it is. How you like it? You're like, I'd rather have a beer.
It's like boot tea. I don't know. It's not too bad, I guess. It's really not. I mean, you barely taste the alcohol. So, all right, boys, probably have me a nice little buzz now from that, though.
There we go.
All right. Well, we're still at 50 people. Let's get into these fights.
Yeah.
I'll put up some of the things when we're talking. So we got. Well, how do you pronounce this? Fiallo.
I was gonna say Jaffel.
I think they pronounce a little different there, but Fiallo versus
it's Portuguese. It's not Spanish, because if it was Spanish, it'd be Rafael.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think it's that. I think
they pronounce their J's though, like Jose.
Yeah, true.
Aldo.
So Fiallo versus Daniel Barberena. Who you got in this one?
I'm putting my little flag in this one. I like Fiallo in this one. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I like him. Jaffel. I like him in this fight. I do think this will be a close fight, though. I'll be honest. But I do like Jaffel's grappling a lot more. I do think he's going to be able to get this fight to the mat. And Perez does have good striking. I think it's closer than a lot of people think, but that's just me again. So very close fight. I'm more impressed with Jafel's, though. He looked really good against Makhachev on short notice. Perez, I mean, he's beating bad competition. At least he's getting finishes, that's what he should be doing, and that's great. But he's not really fighting the greatest of competition. And he, the last time he fought someone, UFC level, was Carlos Hernandez, and he lost to split decision. And Carlos Hernandez looks good maybe now, like decent, but then he looked bad. So to me, I like Jafel. I'm going in. I got a bet on him minus 120, and I think he gets the sub. I think he gets it in the first round or second round.
Okay, yeah, I like that. I mean, he's definitely got good BJJ. He's got 5 rear naked chokes, so he has decent striking. He has okay wrestling, but he has good jiu-jitsu, pretty good jiu-jitsu, especially when you see it against Makhachev like that. Like that knee bar was in. Like he should have a win over Makhachev right now. But other than that, though, it was short notice, and he was losing like the whole fight, other than that one spot. And then he did get choked out after that. But he's finished 13 of his 14 wins, man. 5 KO, 8 subs, 5 rear naked chokes, like I said. So if he gets your back, you're probably going to be in for a long night, especially Barres. Like Barres he has pretty good striking. He has like patient striking, but he knows when to explode and throw off like a 3 or 4 punch combination. But he's usually backing guys up with just his movement. And he's actually pretty good. He's got good offensive wrestling himself. I know on the Ultimate Fighter, this is what kind of made me pick Fiallo, is that on the Ultimate, or not the Ultimate, on the Contender Series, that's that Twisted Tea talking. On the Contender Series, when Carlos Hernandez took him down in the second round, he took his back and like flattened him out and just had him in really bad positions that I feel like if Fiallo gets him in, it's going to be over, So I stayed away from this fight myself because Barres is a tough dude. Like he is really good. So if this fight just stayed standing all 3 rounds, he could probably win that fight.
Yeah.
But
also, both guys haven't been knocked out either. So
no, they're both tough, man. Both tough and both durable. So I didn't know where to attack this from an over-under standpoint because it could go under, it could go over. They're both tough, both durable. Or Barres could even win this himself. So I just stayed away. I picked Fiallo and I picked it and I wrote down, but definitely close. So
I think it's close, like I said, but I'm just going for it. I feel like in my gut, something told me to bet this one, and I think it happens.
Yep. We got a bunch of people in the chat, man. We got Jorge saying Slugger not getting money this weekend. Yeah, appreciate you coming out, Jorge.
That's one of the funniest nicknames ever.
Yeah, the Slugger not. That is a good one. I like it. Let's kill it again this week. Yep, we've been smashing it. Casual here, Norashi.
What's up, man?
You're good. You're good. Not if you're in this chat, you can't be casual, man. We got too many smart people in here. You'd be genius in knowing what's up after one chat session. Parsons by KO. Johnny Parsons says, I'm the real Parsons. I will prove it when I crush Roberts in the yam bags repeatedly.
Yam
That's
bags.
A weird one.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, troll.
Interesting choice of words.
Shay, okay. I bet you. You better not.
May hang around the chat a little bit too, or the MMA community, I see.
Jenna, you got a lot of big brothers in here. Definitely. 100%. Jenna's a real deal in the community, always hanging out and always supporting everybody. She got a Blood Money shirt too. So everybody knows you wear that.
What's that guy's name?
Guy with the LFA hat sounds like the
What's that guy's name? I don't remember.
Dude, has somebody said that before on here or something?
No, that's a new one. I haven't heard that one, but I'm okay with that.
Dude, maybe somebody said that. I swear I feel like I've heard that before. But that's hilarious.
New one for me. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. That one got Cody. One got Cody.
That's a pretty good one. You don't though, Johnny. You don't, but that was good.
Suck it, Yadi K.
Suck it, Yadi K. Carlos said, "Don't sleep on the picks this week because they're hitting." I wouldn't doubt it, man. Carlos been putting his time in too. You've been doing this for a while now, so I trust your picks, man. UFC Saturday is like Saturday morning cartoons back in the day. It really is. I love these ones. I love them. Wake up right to winning money. Let's see. Jenna Shady. Yeah. Should be 2 shoeies, 1 for the loss and 1 for Parks. Dance. Yeah.
The dance was hilarious. Hilarious.
That was too. I'm like, dude, I'm all mad at Duryev. I'm over there watching him bleed happy and shit. At least when you bet on somebody and they get beat like that, you can be like, you took an ass with them for no money. Robert, man, appreciate the dono, man.
New York City, Robert.
Yes, sir. He said Alvarez, Duncan, Jai, Davey, Wood, Lerone. I can't argue with any of them. I was so close to betting Jai, dude. So I still want to. I still want to.
He's one of my guys I'm thinking about doing. I haven't done it yet, but I'm on the fence.
When I went to the casino the night before I went to French Lick, Indiana. So I went to the casino. I was going to bet Jai Herbert, and he was plus 145. But then when I woke up, he was plus 145. When I was driving there, he went down to plus 130. So I bet another dude. And somebody in the chat is
plus 135 now.
Somebody in the chat is not going to be happy. But hey, man, Robert, really do appreciate that dono, dude. And I like all them, man. I like all them. It's gonna be tough on a lot of them fights, but I do like them. That was a damn Oh man, the brother.
Still a rook. He's still a rook. That's just like what is that? Your second shoey or third?
Yeah, that was my second one. Second shoey.
Did I get your other one? I got you to yes.
This one wasn't bad though. Like that really wasn't. That went down smoother than the other one. The last one, I hadn't drank a beer, dude, in freaking years. So then when I started drinking it, I was like, dude, I got like 3 gulps in. I'm like, oh my god, and I just felt. I'm like, there's so much still in there. But
my official shoey record is 5-3. So
I don't even
feel
know,
good.
Like 5-2 or something like that.
And 1.
Yeah, the tie. The brothers, my boy Mike, Chef Mikey, what is up in the house? Appreciate you coming out. He said, the brothers, what's up? What's up, Mikey? We need to get your takes on the fights tonight, man. We need it. Carlos, give me Fiallo, and I think it goes to decision. Okay. AJ's got Fiallo decision or rear naked choke.
I'm okay with either.
Betting, okay. AJ, hey Cody, off topic, but were you leaning Jason? I watched that fight for an hour and a half. I'm so pissed last night. That was the only fight I did a deep dive, and it's weird. Like Baeza, is the better fighter, so it's like
but you have to fade that chin almost, man. I don't trust it.
But it's like the thing is though is like Jake Matthews has 1 knockout in the last 9 years, and the other TKO he got was a doctor stoppage. It was a cut, so like he's not a knockout guy. He looked good against Fiallo. Fiallo's booty, you know. What I mean?
But he was getting pieced up against Selmersberger, right? And then he got dropped a couple times. He didn't get finished, but
dude, like Baeza, I watched all his fights. He was winning every single one of his fights before
until he wasn't.
Even with like Ponzinibbio, but like, dude, to be honest, I don't know. AJ, I was one.
I'm glad that fight's canceled. How about that?
Yeah, I was trying to talk.
It was tough. It was a tough one to call.
I freaking did like an hour and a half that fight.
That does suck. See, that's why I don't like doing early fight cards like that way out in advance.
Yep.
Because this shit can happen and you waste your time. You're like, this is bullshit.
This is bullshit. It really was. Shep, what is up, man? He said Mick Parkin to get a finish. It's a possibility. Yeah. I want to see how good. I think he could be really good.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, got to see more from him. I want to see more. I'm staying far away from that fight from betting, but
yeah, appreciate you coming out though and hanging out with us, Shep. Dirty Reds. I don't know enough about either, but my wiki capping did put me on Fiallo. Okay. Wiki. Fiallo will struggle to take bars back when he's unconscious. Oh, shoot. Johnny coming in hot.
So Johnny?
Fiallo just going to be sleeping. Barres does have good striking. Like, that's why I love watching tape, because when you watch all these fights, you're like, damn, this dude is actually pretty good. But they're both good, man. Bruce Lee, no, really 50 years ago no, it wasn't.
Yeah, I think I mean, it was about that time. I don't know about to the day, but it's crazy though.
When 50 years, but like, didn't he die in the 70s? I guess you
could. That would be the 70s, like 70, 73. 50 years ago is 73.
Yeah, that would have been
getting old, dude. We're getting old. Remember the time when the 70s were only like 25 years?
Remember when I listened to the 70s music in like the 90s in high school, and you're like, damn, that was a long time ago. But it really was only like 20 years. It'd be like kids now.
Dude, if you go back to the 70s now music and listen to it, it's so much better.
I fucking love it.
So much better.
That's all I listen to. I hate
I hate the new music, and
some,
I sound really old right now. I hate it.
What's terrible? Give me some Zach Bryan. Give me some classic rock. I like some good stuff.
Give me some Doors, Zeppelin, all
Lou,
that good stuff.
yeah, fuck, that's what I listen to, dude. This is the most skillful striker Rafael has fought. He might turn into Ryan Hall real quick, maybe.
He's at a gym with a whole bunch of really good strikers too. I think he's okay.
Yambags, the old Dice Clay bit, boys. I have to keep it real. Yambags, the old Yambags, hit him in the Yambags. Lou's old school too. I think we might have got a Lou Parsons. Did we get a Lou Parsons? Anthony Rivera Medina, what is up? Rivera. He said, gotta thank Barres wins, worked all his life to get here. He's tough, and that's another thing. It's weird, he's and it was a close fight, dude. He could have got that win over Hernandez on the Contender Series, to be honest.
Yeah, it was close for sure.
He could have won the first and third. Fili, Jewish Better, what is up, man? I skipped right
Jewish
over that.
Better.
Appreciate you coming out, Jewish Better, the Jewish Better. If anybody don't know, check him out on Twitter, man. He puts out excellent bets.
Instagram as well.
Instagram, all kinds of stuff. He's on great shows. He's about to be on our pay-per-view show in 2 weeks. So appreciate you coming out, hanging out tonight. He said, let's go Fili. And that's so sneaky. It's very sneaky. Mick Parsons to get a finish. He might. He might. The Jewish Better, the cousin of Yanal Ashmos in the house. But he's against Ashmos this week, I'm pretty sure.
I saw that. Yeah.
I mean, dude, when it comes to money, you got to be stone cold in this game, dude. You have to be stone cold. You got to fade your favorite fighter.
Everything goes out the window.
It does. When it's about
brotherhood,
money, it's about money.
Relatives, everything's gone.
Jewish Better on Duncan. That's all you need to know. I'm with him. We got a lot of Jaius Chinny. He definitely is, but I mean, like Topuria.
Ziam ain't knocking out everybody either, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, do it. I went down to plus 130 because I bet him as my dog of the card. Then it's back up now.
Carlos is the mover.
Moving them lines. It went back up now though. Yeah, no, it was the Duryev Shuey. I just looked dumb for picking Chandler, but
I almost got you to do another Shuey. It would have been 2 Shuey bets, and that was the other fight.
Like that. But dude,
she was getting outworked everywhere.
Listen, that run should not have been. It wasn't too shocking to me because if you watch her tape study, she actually did that in another fight when she was young, in the region.
It was so funny as hell when it happened.
Yeah, dude. Wait till you see what I post later tonight. Hey, when we're done with this, dude. If you think that was funny, wait till you see what I post tonight. Fucking track star, dude. So we'll see. But she did. If she wouldn't have ran like that, but she didn't do too bad. It's just Dumas is really, really good.
She couldn't do anything, Cody. She couldn't even take her down. She kept falling behind on her back.
She hit her with some stiff lefts. She's a big girl. She'd be
back. I mean, maybe one.
Like I said, Dumont's a weight bully, bro. She's got all these bantamweights coming up to fight her. She ain't never fought a 145.
Chandler was the bigger girl.
No,
you said it yourself,
bro. You seen the thighs on fucking Dumont? She's thick. She could never make 35.
And why didn't you see this? I tried to tell you. You didn't listen to me.
It didn't matter.
I was the only one on the pre-fight show that picked Norma to win.
Man, fuck them picks. That blood money MMA bets.
You know who else? I was the only one to pick Park. Everyone else was Duraev.
I like Duraev. I like to find me one good dog on a card. I like to find it. But I
got one. That was Grant.
As soon as he got that nose broke, I'm like, damn it. Because that, especially on a guy that you're hoping to keep the gas up, and
that jab was there all day though. He was popping it.
Man, Carlos said, man, I truly love this show and chat. I learn every week. It makes me sharper, better. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Carlos.
That's what we're here for. That's what we're doing it for, man. Because like I said, you guys already heard our bets. We're really here just to talk with you guys. That's why we always go so long. But Robert, Cody should do another Shuey for calling Chandler the next elite. What the fuck?
You did say that. Maybe not word for word. You said that she was the next real. I clipped it and I sent it to you.
At 135, she's going to be a problem there. She's going to be tough at 135. I guarantee it. Because, dude,
all right, well, I'll give you that maybe, but I still have to see it.
If Norma Dumont can make
Norma's the beast.
Oh, no, she wouldn't be champ because she can't even beat Macy Chason.
Macy Chason is a monster.
What
monster?
Fuck?
As in, like, she's just a monster. Like, I'm not saying she's like a monster. Like, oh my God, she's amazing.
All right. We got to get it. We were one fight in on 15. Second fight, women's strawweight. We got Bruna Brazil versus Shauna Bannon. Let's start this one off. Bruna Brazil, I watched tape on her. I like her striking. I like her kickboxing. She's got good head kicks. She's got a powerful leg and body kicks. She's got pretty good movement. She's pretty fast. I like her clinch up against the cage. She has decent trip takedowns herself, and when she's on the ground, her BJJ is decent. She's sweeping that Marnik man. She did good on her other regional scene. She fought another girl. I can't think of her name. Topology up, but another girl that was 5-0, and that's pretty decent jiu-jitsu girl, and she did good. Shauna Bannon, what is it?
Yasmin Castanajo, something like that.
Yep. That's a hard name, I know.
So I butchered it.
Like Brazil is good, like everywhere, and she's pretty good, but she just happened to run into a crazy pit bull dog named Gomez, that just comes forward throwing big shots the whole time, and she just overwhelmed her. Honestly, she just overwhelmed Bruna Brazil. Bruna Brazil had a little bit of control time, did okay in that first round, got hit decent at the end of the first round, and then the second round, she got clipped bad. But that's not the way Shauna Bannon fights, man. Shauna Bannon's like a point fighter. She comes from a Taekwondo background. She's got decent kicks. She doesn't use her hands that much, but when she does, she'll throw in combo, like blitzing forward, like a Taekwondo attack. And then the thing that I didn't like about her, dude, is her grappling just seemed kind of terrible to me, because I watched her fight, her regional fights, and the girls she was fighting, 2 of them were like atom weights, 105-pound girls, and these girls were taking her down. And like the one girl, like I don't even know if she fully won the fight. She came back in the third round, did pretty good, but she was getting controlled a lot of the time, and that girl was super small. I think she's very tough. I think she's been like a lifelong martial artist as far as that Taekwondo and stuff. But I just think Bruna Brazil, she's going to be a little bigger, even though Shauna has the better reach. She doesn't really use her striking, but Brazil is going to be an inch taller, and she just seems like she has longer legs to me. But I just think Bruna Brazil is going to be able to be even in the striking, and maybe even have a little more power. And then I think she has the grappling advantage here, because I was watching Shauna Bannon getting held down by and taken down by girls that were not that good, on the Irish regional scene. So I'm taking Bruna Brazil here. I'll take her by decision, and I bet her. I got her at like -120, and I got 3 units to win 2.5 units. Who do you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Brazil as well too. I think she's gonna be the more technical striker. I think I like her kicks more. But I don't trust UFC debutantes, and I know Brazil had a very bad first fight against Denise Gomes, but we all know Denise Gomes now looks like a pretty top 15, top 10 girl now. So okay, but she kind of looked like a deer in headlights, which that really scares me. So hopefully this fight she doesn't look like that, because there is potential there. She does have good striking, good kicks, good defensive grappling. If she does, people are trying to take her down. And Bannon, I think she's very raw, and like everything, she just needs a little bit more work. So to me, that's why I'm going to go with Brazil. I just think she's more technical, but man, I do not trust this fight at all. I'm staying away from betting. I want to see it. I want to see Brazil actually look good in a real UFC fight, and I want to see Bannon and how she does in a real UFC fight too. So to me, I want to see him before I even think about betting on him for the next time, and that's what I'm going to say. But I'm going with the more technical striker, who I think is more technical.
I like it.
That's it.
That's a good breakdown. I can agree with that. I think Brazil. I think she's good. She
should win on paper. On paper, everything points Brazil, but like to me, like that last fight, and I know it's Gomes, I'm giving her a little bit of credit, but that did not look great to me. Like it's a little bit of a red flag. So let's say, for instance, Bannon comes in and clips her. Is she going to look exactly like she did against Gomes? Like, we don't know, because she's only done it once. But if she comes out and she's feeling it, she's got that flow state, she's rocking her kicks, and like she's going to win this fight for sure. But we just don't know if that's going to happen.
Right. Yeah. Nigel Lee, aka Money Bank Locks, what is up? Appreciate you coming out. He said, man, so glad to be able to catch a live show. Love what you guys are doing. Been loving content for several weeks. Great addition to the MMA betting community, man. We really appreciate that, man. That's what we're here for, dude. Trying to put on a great show, bring some new stuff to it, just talk with the people, talk with all the supporters in the chat, man, and have a great night. I know a lot of shows kind of don't do it like that, but they move along quicker.
Well, this is Hey, this is why people come back. We actually talk to everybody instead of just like either not or just fly through them real quick. Hey, yeah, okay, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Pink Floyd. I just feel like Chelsea Chandler would throw a huge beating on Molly McCann too, like the exact same way. Because Molly McCann's like little.
well,
Like
I mean,
Chelsea
is Chandler going to go down to 125? I don't think so.
maybe if she didn't want to fight freaking
But
what's
you
his
just said that she's going to be the real deal at 135. Come on,
well, she's
man.
gonna be good at 135. I'm telling you because
That
like she
twisted
is
T's
so
got you
big.
twisted
She's
right
so
now.
big and aggressive, dude. And Norma Dumont just got that great counter striking. She has really good counter striking, but it's not like Chandler didn't land some of her own good shots and stuff the rest of that fight.
It's like 3.
She landed some nice left hands. I bumped my bet from 119 to 360 minus 140 after backstage altercation. I was on Iron Turtle 360 minus one. Oh, at minus 155. They had a backstage one too.
No,
Duriev?
just Norma.
Oh, okay. Okay. Boring fight to me, but Gummies Brazil by decision. His phone spell checks like mine. I probably look half retarded on Twitter.
I think he meant gimme.
Yeah,
Gimme
yeah.
by decision.
His
Might
is
bet over 2.5 if I'm feeling cute.
dude. My phone spell checks everything. Autocorrects it to stupid like and it takes it to TGE, and then I don't read back through some. I'll put up. I'll have to respond to a bunch of stuff, and I end up looking dumb. Hey, finally caught a stream. EJ, what is up, man? Appreciate you coming out, hanging out, catching a live stream, throwing us a comment to help the algorithm. Really appreciate that. John, what is up, man?
Guy John.
Dono, $10 dono. Really appreciate that. Keeps the lights on here. Buys the twisted tea that I got to drink out of that boot. Brazil is a tough fight for UFC debut. That's what I think too. Like I feel like the UFC does want to get Shauna Bannon a win. And they're picking a girl coming off a bad loss, but Brazil's pretty talented. I just think, like I said, Gomez is like a different.
She just had jitters. Maybe Gomez, clipped her, and she's like, "Ooh, that's real like real Gomez, power I've never felt," and she didn't know what to do.
She's gonna overwhelm a lot of girls, dude. You seen what she did to Howard Gee, and I still think Howard Gee is gonna be a champion someday. I really do believe that. Maybe she's chinny, but maybe
a little. Yeah, she is a little chinny, but I mean, she can.
She's only like 23 years old.
Yeah, so she's still really young. So
yeah, that's what I thought. But thank you so much, John, for that donation. For real, appreciate it. Brazil is overrated. I think she is, but I think
it's still up for debate. But we'll see. It's only been one fight. Right.
Bannon's flat-footed, kicks slow, still in stiff, throwing fists, and never had to chase a fighter down that didn't stand with her or grapple. Yeah, large cage here too. All favors Brazil. Got to head into practice. I'll catch you later. Replay later. Let's go. Muradov by Murder. I seen Effie's huge on Muradov, so I'm pulling for you. Effie.
There you go. This max bet.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no way. I mean, I don't think she's great, but I think you watched film on Bannon and think she is though. You know what I mean? I've at least seen like Bruna do some good sweeps, do some decent takedowns.
She's just super raw. Raw.
Yeah, but I mean, it's gonna be close. Bruno with debut jitters lasted 23 times longer than Yasmin did. Right. And I fucking had a freaking Gomez bet at plus 360 against Howard Gee. That's why I'm putting out this Stoliarenko one, because I'm mad at myself that I put it out for my Patreon but didn't post it on Twitter, and then she hits. You know what I mean? It makes me mad. I got scared. That's not good, man. I made it read. The only thing I'm certain about the Bannon versus Brazil is that it's going to distance. That's a good call. I like that, EJ. Like that. Money Line Mills. What is up? I like that name, man. He said, let's cash big money. Appreciate you coming out, hanging out tonight. Money Line Mills. Derek said, I'm going to Brazil because Cody said so. Let's go. Let's go. I'll go there. I'm gonna go to Rio, take my daughter there sometime. See the beaches. This isn't a solar system where Bannon clips anyone in the UFC. She is worse than Victoria Leonardo. She really didn't seem that good. Shauna B says she's gonna get second round TK. Oh,
Shauna B might be a little high right now.
Yeah. Mama B. Addicted to combat. What is up? He said, "Fact, I'm late." So what's up, my brothers? Chilling, hanging out.
Patty.
Patty's gonna be on the fight companion this week, hanging out as usual. I'll be on, like I said, I'll be on there.
All fights, all 15 glorious fights. Patty will be with me.
You guys starting to drink bourbon
Special
from the
guest.
beginning?
Oh, maybe not the beginning. I'll say like a 2 o'clock bourbon.
They start at noon.
Well, our time would be 11.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have like a cup of coffee for like the first fight or two. I'm gonna switch to a beer, like a noon beer, and then we'll see where the night or the day. I'm sorry, the day takes us.
I'm just chugging, shrieking bourbon.
I'm gonna have the bottle with me. It's gonna be like shots. So
because what you just got another bottle of Blanton's?
Weller's.
Weller.
Yeah, it's good.
Is it
good? I like Blanton's better, but Weller's is good.
Man, like I said, that shot of Blanton's, but my buddy gave me from work.
Smooth.
It was like drinking water, but then it was weird because like the first part was water, the second part tasted like pure liquor. So I'm like, but I was sipping on it. I'm like, that's every time you sip it, you get a buzz. Yeah, it was weird. But Jenna said hi, Pat. Pat said hello to all the beauties in the chat. Jenna, what up? Pink Floyd and sorry to spam. Bannon went to decision versus a 34-year-old. Yeah. Atomweight. That's what I was saying. I watched 2 times she fought atomweights and was having huge trouble, who was a weight class and decision versus 3-0 fighter who had lacked striking technique and still able to land clean on her. It was like when you watch, it's tough to find a good fight where Bannon just like looks great. And she's fighting low level. So yeah, Shady in the house. Shady and Pat bong hits, Johnny. That's what I'm saying. For now on, dude.
I don't have a bong.
I'm gonna send you one. I'm gonna Amazon you one, and then I'm gonna send you some swag, some mid level. You'll be out here.
You can give me low level stuff. One hit will probably get me fucking stoned.
Some seeds. I want this stuff with seeds. Johnny says I don't need the strong stuff.
I don't need it.
Johnny's running down his drinking plan like a college kid. That's
laughing.
Planning it, game planning, baby. Got a pregame.
Just letting everyone know.
Weller is prize. Weller is that.
It's good.
Can't wait. Free UFC bet.
Man.
What is up, man? Everybody remember him? He was on the show. Super sharp dude. Everybody check him out on Twitter, on Instagram. Free UFC bet picks. And then he's thinking about getting a YouTube channel started up. If he does, that'd be awesome, man. Get him on some.
He's only gonna get. He'll be at 1,000 before you know if that happens. So
yeah, he's super smart, super sharp, makes really sharp picks. So follow him for right now on Twitter and Instagram, man. He's a great dude and he's super smart and sharp, and he does his homework and he knows his stuff. So that's all you can.
Oh, you missed it, Carlos.
Where'd you go, Carlos? Where was
you were here. You were talking. This was before we even started our fights. It was at the very beginning before we fight one.
Cody is. Sheesh, man. All right, you guys are too kind. Hey, no problem for UFC bet picks. Trafficking that Bruna Brazil Polyana videos.
You saw that?
Trafficking Polyana.
You're welcome, Cody.
I'll take it. My favorite. I definitely would pay.
It's pricey though. It's pricey to get her as a personal trainer.
You see how much I win? I'll be winning out here, man. I'll be winning and I'll be spending.
That's true.
Next fight, this is gonna be a little out of order. This is for Effie. Men's middleweight 185, Barberena versus Mahmoud Muradov. I believe you start this one. I started last time.
Yeah, this is a weird fight, let's be honest. Barberena is a welterweight. He's moving up to middleweight.
Yep.
And Muradov, he's big. He's a big middleweight. He's very explosive. He's got good striking, decent wrestling if he wants to use it. Barberena is mainly just a striker that doesn't have the greatest power, but he's a volume striker. He's going to push forward until he gets taken down. You could take him down, just touch him. You could take him down, basically, if you want to say. So I like Muradov here. I think he gets the win. I don't want to get too crazy with his breakdown, but there is a slight worry for me personally, because if Barberena puts a pace on Muradov for 2 rounds, there is a chance in the solar system that he could get the knockout in the 3rd round. So to me, I do think Muradov is a good parlay piece, but do I think he is a super safe lock? I personally don't think so at that price. That's just me. I still think he wins this fight, probably by knockout, maybe, or if it does get later in the fight, probably by decision, because he should win rounds 1 and 2. It's round 3 that I'm kind of worried about. Or if Muradov goes in there, wrestle heavy, which we haven't really seen, but he could do it. Maybe he gets a sub. It's a sneaky bet if you want to sprinkle Muradov by submission, because Barberena has zero defensive grappling. He will get subbed by literally anybody. So look at it that way. But I think Muradov wins this one, and I'll say by like late second round knockout or something like that. That's fine with me. No bets in this fight though. I have a weird feeling. I don't know. It's like cringy in a way.
No, you should. I stayed off Muradov this week too. He's good. I mean, he's got powerful kickboxing. He's got great movement and stuff, but he kind of slows down a little bit. And like all the fights that I've ever seen him in are always close until like Alessio Di Chirico, close fight. Andrew Sanchez, super close fight till he knocked him out in the third round. Like the Meerschaert fight, obviously is terrible look.
He was winning until he got, submitted.
He just kept getting that pressure put on him though, backing up. And then eventually he just like folded to that. So it was kind of weird.
I think Caio is good. So
yeah, he showed excellent grappling there and stuff, but it's like weird because like you said, like most people I think are betting Muradov real big, thinking that he's going to come out and just grapple Barberena. Now, the point you made about this coming up in weight class is huge too, because Barberena is like a chubby 170er. You know what I mean? So he's gonna come up to 185, and you know what I mean. He's gonna be definitely gonna be chubby. I would have to really assume, and a little bit slower.
Yeah, he's a super soft welterweight, and he's gonna be a softer middleweight. So I don't get it.
Yeah. So and it's weird. It's like you said, dude, Barberena there's a world where like Muradov comes out here, tries to finish him, does some takedowns, tries to just throw big strikes like he did with GM3, and then starts getting overwhelmed a little bit in that second and third, because that's what Barberena does. He's a pressure fighter. He's got like good striking, good boxing. You seen with Robbie Lawler, you know what I mean? He took some shots, gave some shots, and Robbie Lawler, as we've seen, still isn't like a washed fighter. Like he's not that bad. So I'm going to take Muradov here because I'm going to say he does mix in the wrestling. And as long as he could get a takedown or two, he can burn a lot of time off that clock. I don't know if he subs Barberena. I don't know how many subs Muradov has. Like Barberena's like been on the ground with some decent people and not got subbed, other than like Gunnar Nelson and freaking Dos Anjos. But them dudes are like top of the food chain of that. What do you mean? 3 times he's been subbed?
No, he has 3 submissions in his career.
He's more of a knockout.
But I'm telling you, this is the one that he could get it.
If he's going to get
if
one,
the line is like over 1,500. I didn't look at the odds. I'm just guessing. If it's like something crazy like that, it might be worth just like a $10 bet.
Right?
Why not?
Yeah. So but yeah, man, Mahmoud, you can't ignore that weight class difference. And I do think if he wants to land a takedowns, his grappling looked pretty good against Caio. Like he was very close to beating Caio. And he could have kind of, you know what I mean? In the third round,
it was a closer fight than I thought. But I do think Caio won that fight.
Yeah, but it was really close.
It was closer than I thought it would be. Yes,
it just showed his grappling was good. But so I'm going to assume he's going to use that and stuff. I don't know, man. I could see this fight going to decision because Brian Barberena, if he's not getting subbed, he's usually one of the more durable humans in the UFC. I think he got finished by Randy Brown with like 10 seconds left in the third round. But and then other than that, just like as far as like if he's not getting choked out, he's usually pretty durable. So
Muradov by submission on DraftKings is only plus 900. I mean, it's not like awful, but I thought it'd be higher than that.
I would just say that he's not near as good as Rafael Dos Anjos or Gunnar Nelson on the ground. Like them dudes are high level black belt.
But I'm telling you there though, I really think he can get it.
Maybe a club and sub even. He could even get him a club
something like that.
So. And that size advantage. So yeah, man, we're both on Muradov, and I feel pretty good about it. I mean, Brian Barberena would have to basically do exactly what GM3 did to him, just like kind of take all of his shots and then overwhelm him. But he doesn't have that take you down and submit you game. So he would have to just finish Muradov, and he's not even really a finisher like that. So
no, I was surprised he actually finished Lawler that fight.
Yeah, when fighters move up in weight, it's they're trying something new. And they fade him. Like Barberena looks like he could have dropped down to 155, to be honest. Like he was never an in shape 170 or so.
Yeah.
But fight finish algorithm, Derek says this fight will finish. So there you go, Johnny.
I mean, Muradov.
What's
plus 900? It's not.
What's Muradov by KO?
Oh, it's probably juiced. I mean, look, 175 plus 140 on DraftKings.
Oh, so they think he's just going to knock Barberena out.
Well, he's got 17 knockouts in his career.
Mushroom. Everybody check out Mushroom stuff. Mushroom MMA,
Weren't
Twitter,
you here, Mushroom, earlier?
Instagram, but he was like at the beginning. He was here and then we was late.
Okay.
So I just want to let him know that we gave you a shout out already, but he's worth a double. He's worth a double shout out.
Double shout out.
Everybody check out Mushroom MMA. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Or no, he's not on Instagram yet, but he will be. But YouTube, Twitter.
If he is, he better tell me so I can follow him.
Exactly. And then his live show will be tonight at 10 p.m. on his channel. So everybody check
Eastern time.
Yep. I don't know if I'll be able to make it tonight because I got my daughter's surgery. I'm gonna be up at 4 in the morning. But if I'm up, I'll be on it, Mushroom. That's for sure, dude. I love that show. So, Muradov, 3rd round or decision. Yeah, now that's a good one. That's a good bet. What's the line on that, Mushroom?
Let me look. I can find it maybe.
Mushroom. Next fight's terrible. And
go ahead. We can get through that one real quick.
Women's bantamweight 135. Ketlin Vieira versus Penny Caanzad. Here's what I'll say about this fight. Both of these girls do the exact same thing. Like they both have good boxing, right? And maybe Vieira has a little more power, but Caanzad has a little more speed. And then they both just they'll clinch up against the cage, go back and forth with clinch, throwing strikes, and then the wrestling. Everything seems so even in this fight to me. Like I'm picking Ketlin Vieira because she's a little bigger. She's an inch taller. She has 2 inches of reach. She hits a little harder, so I think that's going to help her in the clinch and then takedowns. But I would tell everybody to bet this fight by split decision. I don't care who wins. I just think it goes to split. Yeah, the over is good too, but the split.
Fantastic parlay piece.
I'm telling you, these girls are so even in everything that they do that it's just going to be back and forth on the cage clinch. They're both going to land the same amount of strikes. I really think this fight goes to split. I won't be betting it, but I really do. I think these girls are so similar. They're almost damn near the same size. They basically do the same thing. You're going to go power with Vieira or speed with Caanzad. So I'm going to go with Vieira and the power, but no confidence in that. I just think it really goes to split no matter how it goes. So Muradov.
Yeah, I mean, as always, we always have to shout out Ketlin Vieira, friend of the show. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ketlin Vieira here. I'm not confident. I will tell you that because I do think this will be a very close fight. And early on in the week when I did the breakdowns, it was like minus 200 for Ketlin, and I was like, ooh. So anyone who got Penny early, good job, because I do think this is a 50-50 fight. I like the split route here if you want to do that bet. I also love the over 2.5, like I said earlier. I think that's a fantastic parlay piece. Both fighters go to finish or go to decision literally like 75 or 80% of the time. Like it's crazy how many decision wins or losses that Penny has. It's like literally like 15 or more. I'm gonna look it up because it's crazy. 16 out of her 22 fights. So she goes to decision. Like she's tough. Both girls are tough, but they just don't have that finishing ability. But I'm going to go with Ketlin. Like I said, I just think she can mix in some wrestling, some grappling. Penny's more so just a striker. She can outvolume Ketlin to win this one. It'd be close. But if Ketlin just only strikes, she's probably going to lose. She needs to mix in some takedowns, some grappling, some clinch. Whoa. And so give me Ketlin by a close decision. I would only play the over or a split decision. That's it on this fight, though. Or the dog or pass. There you go.
I like it. Yeah, it's man, it's a tough one to bet. Pink Floyd though, man, he said, so back and forth on this one. I landed on Penny. I bet split decision and plus 3-5 spread in these situations, which is perfect, man. But everyone is on that, so I foresee a round 1 finish.
Yeah, that would be insane, dude.
Oh man. Lorenzo's vid said, I see what you're saying about her power, but Penny keeps her chin down. She does. She's super tough too, man. This is gonna be a close fight, dude. It's so close. That's a good way to squeeze the juice down. Yeah, what Mushroom said for sure. Nigel Lee, aka Money Bank Locks. What is up, my brother? Yes, everybody, man. This has been an awesome chat tonight. Awesome chat.
Sure.
Men's welterweight 170, Danny Roberts versus Johnny Parsons. I'm gonna let you start this one, Johnny.
All right, Johnny P, if you're still in here, I'm picking you to win this fight. I just think I'm not a big Danny Roberts believer. I'm gonna throw this right now. He's getting up there in age. I think is a little chinny. He slows down as the fight goes on. But I will say on paper, he is the more technical striker. But Parsons a dog. He's a dog. He comes forward. He's pretty tough. I mean, he's been knocked out earlier in his career, not so much as of late. And he can be a little wild, but he has a good leg kicks, good Muay Thai. He checks the leg kicks. And, I mean, he's a little small, but I think he can if he pushes a pace on Roberts early, which he tends to do, he can win this fight. So I'm going to go with dog here. Well, he didn't start out as a dog, but now I think he is a dog. So I'm going to go with the dog. And when I did do the breakdowns, though, I really thought he was going to be the underdog, and the line didn't post until after I put my thing out, and he was a slight favorite, and I was just like, what? But now he looks more crazy. He looks better to bet on if you want to, but honestly, if you want to bet on Parsons, just probably do the +3.5 spread. He's going to win one round, at least maybe the third round. But I'm going to say Parsons wins this one either by like a third round knockout or like a decision, like a split decision, just like the Sullivan Renfro fight. And even that was dicey because he may not have won that fight, but that was close enough to go to split. So I think Sullivan Renfro could beat Danny Roberts. So I'm going with Parsons. This is just a gut feeling again. On paper, Roberts is probably the better striker, but I just don't trust his gas tank at this age. I don't trust his chin at this age, and we'll see what happens.
Remember what we were saying earlier about being stone cold in this game? Gotta be stone cold to the chat sometimes. You know what I mean, dude? Danny Roberts should be minus like 200 here against Johnny Parsons. He has every single advantage in MMA and fighting that you can have here. He's 4 inches taller with 5 inches of reach. To me, he has the better striking, right? He has the better grappling. He's way bigger. He has a better striking, better grappling. He has fine cardio. Trains at Kill Cliff. Yeah, he's been knocked out, but dude, look, he's getting knocked out by like Jack Della, Matt Delana. Dude, if Johnny was a crazy knockout guy, he would have knocked out Solomon Renfro because that dude gets knocked out left and right. He got knocked out by Adam Fugit, knocked out by Mike Malott. Pretty much everybody but Johnny Parsons. Good. But not only that though, but Johnny Parsons should be 7-4. I don't think he beat Solomon Renfro. He should be 7-4. He's never really beat anybody good in his career. He's never really fought anybody good in his career. He's so small, dude. He's
continuing that trend in this fight.
Dude, Danny Roberts has fought a lot of good guys in the UFC. He's got a win over Ramazan Ameev. He trains with killers. He did not win that fight. He's got the experience.
Let's just throw that out
there. Ramazan Ameev would do to Johnny Parsons. Johnny Parsons is too small.
That's a different
185.
Ameev will probably win in the first round. Ameev won that fight, guy. I mean, I can't say it enough. There's 2 fights in the 2021 year that I can name right now that were the biggest robberies.
Barber and that.
Yes, and this one was awful.
But Johnny Parsons wouldn't even get to a split decision with him. Johnny Parsons never really fought anybody. Then not only that, but okay, so Danny Roberts bigger, to me better striking. Johnny Parsons got decent body kicks, decent leg kicks, but he's so small. Danny Roberts.
I agree with everything you're saying.
Roberts has better. He's bigger, 4 inches height, 5 inches reach for the stand up. To me, he's got better stand-up, better wrestling, better jiu-jitsu, better experience, right?
What happens in the second round? What happens in the third round?
What do you mean? I don't think he has a cardio problem. I don't think Danny Roberts has a cardio problem. It's more of getting hit by Francisco Trinaldo. He's fighting beasts, dude. Danny, and he's
Francisco Trinaldo's a smaller guy too, and look what happened.
He's a fucking tank, dude. Johnny Parsons, Francisco.
He's a smaller. I'm just throwing it out there. He's just as small.
Okay, but listen, Danny Roberts is better everywhere in MMA. He's bigger. He's better. He's got the more experience. This fight, I bet him. That's my last bet of the week. I got him.
Oh, you dirty dog!
Yeah,
you dirty dog.
Because Johnny Parsons ain't even really a knockout dude that.
When you posted that on Twitter, okay.
I really mean it. Okay.
No, this is. I mean, I get it. I'm not I don't want to bash your bet. Because trust me, this is just a gut feeling.
Is Johnny Parsons' only way to win? Is it by finish? Does he? Do you think he can win 3 rounds?
He can squeak out a very close split decision. He can.
I don't.
It just depends on the second round. I think whoever wins the second round, if it goes to decision, whoever wins the second round, I think is going to win the fight. Because I think Parsons can win round 3, and I think Roberts will win round 1. just because I think Danny's cardio.
Okay, another thing that we haven't talked about is Parsons been out for over 2 years with injuries too. Like, I don't think Parsons should be in the UFC.
I mean,
I like the dude, friend of the show.
Glad that he took the time off. That's the case.
For injuries, yeah, he had to. But like, he was never good before that.
It was concussion symptoms.
Well, he's gonna get more here. That's what I'm saying, dude. Danny Roberts is bigger, better, more experienced. Like every single thing checks out to him.
Isn't really like a knockout guy either, like anymore.
He knocked out Imavov. Yeah.
Let me get to him.
Russian. That's probably one of his last. Him and he almost put out your boy Amiv, put a beating on Amiv, man. So basically, Danny Roberts gonna win this fight. I'm really confident on this. I'm gonna tell people to tell this.
Come on, man. That's like 4 years ago, and that guy's not that great.
That dude would beat Johnny Parsons too. I'm sorry, I like Johnny Parsons, but he's not gonna win this fight. And then he's off for 2 years. Like every single thing is against him.
4-year bet. I hope you win. We don't have a shoey bet. It's all good because I ain't betting this a shoey bet. Don't even ask.
I'm trying to tell people on this though. Blood Money MMA Bets is telling you bet Danny Roberts. I really like him here. Like I really like, and Parsons ain't that knockout guy. Like you said,
he can. He's not like a knockout artist.
Like he got knocked out by lower level dudes, right? He was like, he should be 7-4. But then if you go look, like then he came back and he got
Danny Roberts should also be what 17-9. So it's all good.
This dude's been fighting the UFC since he was freaking 25.
17-8. I'm sorry.
But I mean, Johnny Parsons is like 31 or 32 or 30 or something like that. So, but I really do think I just think Danny Roberts is going to mix in the grappling enough to be able to beat Parsons.
Is that going to slow him down even more though?
I don't think Danny Roberts has a gas. His is not a gas tank thing. It's always
Cody
a thing. When have you seen Danny Roberts gas out?
It's okay. It's all right. It's all good. We don't have a shoey bet on this one, right? We don't.
Yeah. But I'm trying to help.
I'm only going to debate if we have a shoey bet. I'm
trying to help the people in the chat. You bet Danny Roberts. That's my 5th and final bet.
Okay. I'm going to say this to the chat. Listen to Cody on this one.
Yes.
Just go. But I'm picking Parsons. I have a gut feeling.
You think? Hey, all right. I can't.
I don't have a bet. I don't have a bet. I don't have a shoey bet. It's all good. It's all gravy. I'm okay with losing a pick. I'm okay with losing a pick.
I think this is my second or third most confident pick on for my 10 most confident bets is Danny Roberts.
Listen, I get it. I just can't trust Danny Roberts.
I got you. I love that plus 100 too. That's who I bet instead of
it
Jai
makes
Herbert.
It feel better. It makes it feel better.
You trust Jai Herbert more? I think Jai Herbert had a tougher opponent though.
I do trust. We'll get to that, and I will tell you why I like Jai Herbert more.
Well, we're going right into another one. Let's see what we're going right into another tough one. Johnny says our MMA Jesus Dev
there's a good play.
Yes, yeah, it could be. Because even Danny Roberts could finish Johnny Parsons. I'm telling you.
Yeah, let me see what that is. I didn't even look at that, to be honest.
What do you think of the under 2.5 MMA Jesus?
Minus 150.
Robert, we're cashing, bro. I'm telling you, Robert, we're gonna be cashing. New York, Robert. We're gonna be cashing.
I mean, it's worth. He is the better fighter on paper. I'm not debating that at all. He's got the better MMA
Johnny's
experience.
Coming off a 2-year layoff, like every single thing that checks my box, even including like size, experience, grappling advantage. To me, dude, Johnny Parsons strike and he's never fought anybody, and he should be 7-4. Parsons has not lost since but he's only fought like twice since then. But I thought he lost to Solomon Renfro. I had a bet on him too. I was so mad because I'm like,
listen, all right, both guys have split decision losses that or wins that they should have lost. Let's be honest.
Even Ramazan Amiv said Danny Roberts got him. I heard him in an interview.
Dude, you can speak Russian now?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I did subtitles on.
That's bullshit. I already called it.
Yeah, hey, George knows what time it is. Look, he said plus 100 on Danny Roberts. Is great line.
Blame anybody for getting that plus money. It would make me feel better.
Listen, Danny Roberts been KO 4 times. All right. In the UFC, it was Mike Perry who hits like a train. Jack Delamata Delana, and who else? Somebody else. Oh, Michelle Vieira got him, and that dude can hit hard too. So
we got our guy Jorge. He said it right here. You can't fade the slug or not.
I'd fade the shit out of him. I'm telling you, fade him. And I like him. Friend of the show. You seen him commenting earlier talking about kicking my dude Roberts in the balls. Don't do it, man.
Hey, Pink, you tail Cody. I'm gonna tell you tail Cody.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give you this one little insight. He was just as confident in Duraev.
No, I mean,
And
I was
Chelsea
arguing
Chandler.
that. I was arguing that, but I'll tell you right now, nowhere near as confident.
I'm
Duraev
joking.
on
It
my
was.
list
I'm jokes.
of
It's
things
jokes.
because
It's jokes.
yeah, but I'm telling you, Robert's here, dude. I don't know if I've seen a dude with that many advantages in all the different things, and dude's coming off an injury layoff and then still plus money. Like I think he should be minus 200 to be honest.
I'm actually shocked that the line is where it's at. And like I said, I was shocked when the line came out. Parsons was a slight favorite. I was like, I did not expect that. I thought he'd be like a minus 130 or a plus 130 underdog or worse.
Dude, he's so little and just.
But maybe the bookies know something. That's something to think about when you're making these bets.
If you're 5'9",
we didn't talk about Duncan, did we? I want to talk about. I got something about that.
Besides weight, I'm bigger than Parsons. I'm 5'9". I guarantee I got over a 69-inch reach. That's very weird.
You are not 5'9".
Fucking 5'9".
I'm taller than you, and I'm not even 5'9".
Bro, you ain't taller than me, bro. Wait till we go to Nashville. We're gonna get a face-off picture. Watch, you guys will see. Johnny with them boots. He got them shoes that make you grow 2 inches.
Oh, come on. No, I don't. I had fucking tennis shoes on, man.
Different type of platforms on. Parsons needs just one shot.
I love the 70s platform shoes.
Dude, listen, put it this way, if Francisco Trinaldo didn't put out Danny Roberts, Johnny Parsons ain't. It's too little. Boy, the dude's too little. There we go. Jumbo Loco, my dude. Pink Floyd with the laugh.
There we go. That means I'm telling you, everybody, the chat. Hail Cody.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Get that free money.
I'm gonna throw my 2 cents out there.
Chris Duncan versus Anal Assmuth. Anal Assmuth.
You say anal?
Anal Assmuth. Isn't that Yano?
It's
Yano.
Yano.
I can't say the dude's name.
Assmuth.
The Chris Duncan versus Yano.
Oh, it's a funny name, and I feel bad for the guy.
Assmuth. Assmuth.
Yanal. I like to say Yanal.
Yanal then. Okay.
Like Yanal. Like
okay. I'm gonna start this one. This is gonna be a really good fight. It's so crazy. I hope I don't get deja vu on the last fight with Sam Patterson because dude, like I just don't think that's Yano. I don't think that's Yano's like really the way he fights, dude. Even all of his wins were like KOs in like the third round against like lower level dudes. Like he's never just went out there and knocked somebody's head off like that. And that was a naked leg kick, you know what I mean? So he really got free shots off on Patterson.
He has no head movement at all.
No, we just threw a leg kick, and then the dude, Patterson's
he's not good.
No, and he threw a naked leg kick, and he got hit with that right, and then he did come with a powerful left. Man, this dude's a little powerful dude. But when you watch his other fights, man, like he's got decent wrestling, decent BJJ, and his striking doesn't look that great. Like it kind of looks a little awkward. He even fell over weird in the Patterson fight early on, throwing a weird kick. But like he's obviously powerful. He's a strong dude. You've seen on his PFL fight, he grappled for 3 rounds, but it was weird because he fought another lower level guy, and he was getting reversed himself. He was getting taken down, and it was a back and forth fight. That's why he didn't even stay in the PFL. And then the UFC picked him up. But I don't know, man. Chris Duncan, powerful kickboxing, good wrestling. You know, it's not the greatest wrestling, but it's good wrestling. It's power wrestling. You know, he's going to try to just grab you and basically just goon you to the ground, grab a single leg, whatever, grab you against the fence. But he's got good cardio. He's got good toughness. Obviously, we've seen him hurt. We've seen him get finished by Slava Claus, but that's a world-class kickboxer, dude. Hit him with the perfect left hook. He got hurt against Charlie Campbell. Charlie Campbell, though, that dude's really good. That dude's actually really, really. I felt sorry for him getting finished like that, you know. But that dude's really good, and he might make his way back to the UFC, anyways. But
he should.
Yeah, that was a good fight. That dude's got really good striking, and I don't think Assmuth has any of that. I don't think his striking is like what it would look like against Sam Patterson. I think that Duncan. I like him training at ATT with Grant Dawson. Them dudes look alike too, which is very weird. But I just think that Duncan is going to have the better kickboxing here. I think he's like a decent amount better kickboxing. He's got good power in his striking. I think his striking is all around better than Assmuth. I think that his wrestling's better than Assmuth. I think he's going to be a little bit bigger. He's an inch taller. He's got 3.5 inches of reach. Like I think all this stuff will help. And as long as he doesn't get caught, I think that he could be better than Yano. Whatever. Yeah. What'd you say it was?
Yanal.
better than
I could be wrong, but it just sounds a little better.
It's not how it's spelled. Anyways, but I'm taking Chris Duncan here. I really do think that Chris Duncan dictates where this fight goes. I think that Chris Duncan's going to have the better wrestling. I think he's going to be a little bit stronger. Like I said, I've seen Assmuth get taken down and reversed by a lower level guy, and that was just like 2 fights ago. So I don't think he's the striker that just knocks Duncan out. We have seen Duncan hurt, but we've seen him recover. The dude's in great shape, training at ATT. I know Assmuth's trained somewhere in like New Jersey with some Russians. He's a tough dude. I just don't think he's that good. Maybe this time he'll prove it to me. I bet Chris Duncan, I got him at -115. I got like 2.85 units to win 2.5 units. And I just think he's going to be a little bit better everywhere. And I don't think he's going to get knocked out. So.
No. Yeah, you basically said everything, but I'm just going to tell you right now, I got this feeling in my gut. And Chris Duncan's head movement is not great. He gets touched up every fight, knocked down against Omar Morales. We just seen Yanal basically destroy this kid with no head movement. I'm going with Yanal. I think he gets it. I think this is the time where Duncan's chin may not allow him to survive this time, because I can't do it. I can't do it, Cody. Like, on paper, again, I think Duncan may be the better fighter. But Yanal has some good power. He's got that good little overhand right, kind of like, a little guy named Jesus Aguilar did the same thing to Shannon Ross. I can see that happening. Maybe not to that degree, though, because that was crazy. But he can land like that little overhand right, stun him, and then it might be over from there. So I can't trust Duncan here. And that Omar fight, though, against Morales, he should have crushed Omar Morales. And it was a closer fight than it should have been. Let's be honest. Omar, and he didn't, after he got clipped by Omar, he just held him up against the cage for basically the whole fight. And I could see that kind of happening again. So maybe he can win like a weird split decision like that too. But I'm going to go with the guy that I think who can get him out of there. And I'm going to go with, why not? I'm going to go with Dog.
Okay.
No bets. I don't trust him enough to do a bet, but I like him as a dog.
Okay. George said he agrees with you. He said, "I'm sorry, Cody, but Duncan looks way." Duncan, if you go look back though, he was like 8-0 as an amateur too, and he's only been knocked out. But he's only been finished one time.
I know, but there's only get so many chances until it just doesn't. It's gone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it does.
But
it doesn't.
Are you sure Yano's really that striker?
He showed that he could do it. He's got the power. I'm not saying the striker. He's got the power to do it. Yes.
Even them little ground.
Dude, Omar Morales, who doesn't knock out anybody, dropped him.
He just had bad luck.
He ain't good.
He's not bad.
But he ain't good.
He has bad fight IQ too. Duncan's chin is suspect, and why? I'm not even trying to say this, dude. Why Yano hits hard. Clear fights. Like, if we're gonna be honest, dude, like, he doesn't look like he's that good. Show me the Carfax. I like that one. I'm on Yano. Yanal, is that what you're saying? Yanal?
I'm saying Yanal or Yanal.
Okay. I'm on Yanal here. I'm big into JJ. There we go. Duncan, third round decision. There we go. Someone talking some sense. Somebody
scary mushroom, but I appreciate it. I like mushroom. It's scary though, because that first and second round, I'm scared for Duncan.
Lorenzo, I believe he's just agreeing with me. I'm pretty sure. Got to go with Duncan here. I'm so close to betting him too. Get there, man.
If you could have got Duncan where you got him at about a pick 'em or even plus money, I would feel comfortable. But now I think it's dog or pass. Like, it's that close. I really think it is.
It's going to be a close fight. Yeah, it's going to be a close fight. It's going to be scrambles back and forth. Like, nobody's going to dominate nobody. But I really don't think that dude's going to knock him out. His striking doesn't look that good on any of his fights.
But he doesn't have to knock him out. If he knocks him down, he's going to win rounds.
Right.
We've seen Duncan get knocked down by Omar Morales.
I don't think did he get knocked down or just rocked?
Yes. He got knocked.
Remember, I thought I
Either
watched
way, it doesn't matter.
Dude, Omar Morales is not that bad. He's not
He's
that
not
bad.
that good either. Like
Fought some
good at
beasts.
all.
Fought some
Oh
beasts.
jeez.
Chris Duncan's
You know,
film in general. Yeah, but did Yanal though? His film, other than that freaking fight with, like, he didn't even get picked up by PFL. The boy got cut from PFL from his performance with that.
I like that we're debating because this is how close of a fight that it's going to be.
It is. No, it's going to be a good fight, dude. Yeah, dude. Anybody that cashed in that plus, he was like plus even more. I think Patterson was like minus 350.
Patterson was like minus like 300 something.
Duncan head movement's terrible. I'll give you that on his debut as well. I don't know how much head move, dude. I don't feel like that. I feel like Assmuth is legit a 90% grappler, and I feel like he just got gifted a free.
He's got that overhand bomb.
Yeah, but
overhand bomb. We said the same thing about Jesus Aguilar, and look what happened.
I picked Aguilar. I liked Aguilar.
So did I. But we said, but he's better grappler than he is a striker.
Yeah, Omar Morales was not bad, dude. He just fought tough. He fought like he went down to 145, and his 2 fights were people bigger than him. He fought Giga, and then he fought Jonathan Pierce, JSP. That's a tough call. Then he comes back up, and I forget who he fought at lightweight, but because he was like 10-0 and decent for a little bit. Duncan all the way. Let's go, Robert.
Yeah, can you give me like?
Yeah, no trains. Khabib camp. Yeah, that where when Khabib started when he first came to America before he went out to AKA. Trains there down in New Jersey. What's up, Cody and Johnny Myrovs? What is up? Appreciate you coming out, hanging out with us. Duncan is really terrible to me, Anthony says. Man,
I don't think he's terrible. It's just that head movement, his chin, he's very hittable. That's what's terrible to me. As a fighter, he's a decent overall, well-rounded fighter. He's even got power in his hands too. So we'll see what happens. This is gonna be a good fight.
He's the better fighter. See, I'm a weird one. I always like to take the better fighter over that dude that has that knockout chance.
Oh, I get it, but like to me, like I like to look at the overall picture and whatever your gut is telling you, just go with it.
Who do you think has the better grappling in it?
See, I think it's closer than a lot of people think. And I would say probably Duncan because he will be the bigger guy.
Yeah, that's the only thing I like. But dude,
I'm telling you, it's going to start out. It's going to start out on the feet. They're going to strike, and if Duncan gets clipped or rocked, he's going to do the same thing he did in the Morales fight.
Him though, you see, Duncan pushed people to sleep too.
But we haven't seen rocked yet. He hasn't fought the guys maybe to do it. This could be it. It's perspective. It's all perspective. But we've seen a trend with Duncan. He gets rocked.
Yeah, but he don't get every finished. You don't get finished.
True, but there comes a time, Cody, where it just doesn't hold up.
True.
Comes time and time again.
Men's lightweight division. Mark Diakiese versus Joel Alvarez. I'm gonna let you start this. I want you to say Mark Diakiese.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Say it. You can never. He's never been able to say his name right once.
Real quick though, once I do this, I'm gonna be gone for maybe like 5 minutes tops, and I'll be back.
Okay. I might break down a fight or two.
That's fine. Just keep going, and I'll come back.
We still got a lot of
yeah. Go. Just continue with whatever. I'm gonna go with Alvarez. I think he is the better fighter everywhere, other than wrestling and the takedowns. Alvarez likes to kind of like be okay with being taken down because he's very good off his back. He's got nasty submissions anywhere this fight goes, but he's a very dangerous striker as well. He's very big for the division. You could look at him during the weigh-ins just to see if he makes weight, but he tends to be very close to that 156 range, but he still looks good. I know a lot of people were saying like how he looked against what's his name? Armin. Armin's a freaking monster and a future champion in my eyes. So I'm scrapping that fight altogether. And every other fight he's looked very good in. So I think Diakiese's only chance to win this fight is to literally lay and pray for 15 minutes and not hope to not get subbed. But I just don't think it's going to happen. So I think Alvarez either gets a submission on the ground or he's going to get the knockout or maybe like a club and sub one way or another. And if this fight does go to decision, I mean, Alvarez can still win a decision. Just depends on, Diakiese's more like a lay and pray kind of guy. Like he doesn't really do a lot on top. Alvarez could actually be landing elbows, going for submissions. And maybe the judges are like, hey, that looks better than just nothing. So we'll give him that round. So give me Alvarez. I like him a lot. I got a 2-unit bet on him at -170. I think he wins this fight more times than not. Diakiese, to me, I get it why he's starting to wrestle more, but now he's like Diakiese 2.0, and I don't like Diakiese 2.0 too much. Not in this fight, especially. He looked awful against Michael Johnson. Like awful. Remember that.
Yeah, but
He was like a
Michael
-300 favorite too.
Michael Johnson's been looking good though, other than getting
True,
started. He was beaten
but
even, but true.
you can't.
True.
So
But
give me Alvarez to win. I'm gonna say by submission at some point, maybe like a guillotine or arm triangle if he gets taken down, maybe even a knockout on the feet. Like he Alvarez has some nasty kicks and some nasty elbows up
really does.
in the clinch. So
yeah, yep. I will say this though, Alvarez does have one loss that is exactly like what could happen, and that was to Damir Ismagulov. Back in the day, I believe it was his first fight in the UFC, and he got held down for all 3 rounds, and his jiu-jitsu didn't work, and he just got beat up on the ground. But Mark Diakiese, he started a striker. He's got pretty decent kickboxing. He's got decent wrestling. Obviously, we've seen him when he's wrestling a lower level wrestler, a guy that ain't a wrestler himself, like Slava Claus or what's the one dude's name that's really, really terrible? The Bosnian dude. I can't remember his name. But that dude gets taken down by everybody. So he can take them kind of guys down, control them, kind of beat him up a little bit. He does just enough to keep the ref from standing it up. But his striking isn't terrible. He's got decent leg kicks. Obviously, it looked terrible and weird against Michael Johnson. I don't know what happened in that fight. But he kind of did look bad in that. But the thing is, he's definitely going to have the wrestling advantage in this fight. Now, Joel Alvarez, we haven't seen him since he fought Arman. Before that, he looked phenomenal against Thiago Moises. He was able to sting Thiago Moises a bunch, standing up, ended up getting a standing TKO with elbows up against the clinch, and they just looked phenomenal stand up. But if Thiago Moises would have took him down, he probably could have stayed safe and beat him up, but he chose to strike with him. He's going to have the bigger, powerful striking here for sure. But I see Diakiese definitely being able to land the takedown because I think Joel Alvarez has like 0% takedown defense. So I see Diakiese being able to land the takedowns. And can he stay safe? And I mean, his jiu-jitsu's never looked bad. So I don't know, man. But Joel Alvarez, like I said, crazy, dangerous striking, good long kicks, good long punches, powerful leg kicks. He's leg kicking Joe Duffy until he ended up shooting on him. That's what he ends up doing, man. He ends up beating these dudes up, standing up, and then they take a bad shot on him and he chokes him out. So that could easily happen here. I'm going to pick Joel Alvarez by finish just because like everybody in the chat saying Diakiese has terrible fight IQ, so he's probably going to be the one. Just like when he had his fight, I bet him against Alves, the turn, and that dude hit him with the flying knee. He shot in, took a bad shot, got choked out real quick, and I could definitely see something like that happening. Maybe not the flying knee, but just some powerful punches, big elbow in the clinch. So I'm going to take Alvarez by finish, but I didn't bet him. And I wanted to. I could have got him at like -160, but dude, in England, I could see Diakiese being smooth enough on the ground to hold him down and get just that boring win. So, and I know Dev was saying something about like ring rust. Like Alvarez hasn't fought in a while, and but man, I still got to favor him, dude. He's just so much more talented, and he's got so much more potential. So we'll see. He's got way more ways to win too. So, let's see. Oh yeah, Ice Viking said, hey Johnny, nice picks last week. You were at first in Dave's group until the preacher's grandmother lost. Yeah, that was his only loss. That was the only favorite to lose on there, wasn't it? Wasn't it that card something crazy like that? Like Holly Holm at the end was the first favorite to lose. Like how the hell does that happen? I had bet on her. I thought she was winning the fight until that happened. But dude, Bueno Silva's dangerous. Let's see. But Johnny did kill it. I think he went 12-1 or 13-1, which is phenomenal. Alvarez all day. Mark lost to MJ. Not a good look. Hometown kid. Yeah, true. Ring rust is real. Yep. Diakiese fight IQ is too low to trust him. You don't know. He lost to Michael Johnson. Yep. Only a year. For Alvarez, only been off like a little over a year, I guess. Diakiese by referee robbery. You never know. You never know. They're in England and hometown, dude. England will cook it up. So Was very close to making Diakiese as my dog of the card this week, but couldn't pull the trigger. Yeah, dude, Alvarez is so dangerous to bet against because like Diakiese can be winning that whole fight, and then he hits something, you know. Diakiese had more than one low fight IQ matchup. Remember when he lost? Yeah. Alvarez by guillotine. Yeah, that's probably he's got a sick guillotine too. So we got Joe Duffy, that Yokalev. He got somebody else too, and then just beating at Thiago Moises shows that he can be high level guys. So I don't think this fight is clear cut as most are thinking, but I do have Alvarez getting the job done. That's exactly how I feel. Sicky, what is up? Sicky does MMA. What is up, bro? He said, "Hi guys, everybody follow Sicky on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. He's been putting out videos. He's a great kid, puts out tons of good information. He's in the fight game. He knows about all this stuff. So everybody check out Sicky does MMA. He's also John Jones' favorite fan. So, but he had a great call on that. Or Ashley says, I have Alvarez. I think he will pressure him standing and can force a guillotine. Yep. John said Johnny was 12-1, which is so killer. That's a killer week right there, man. I was 2. I was 4th. Johnny was 6th. Okay. A lot of 12-1s. That's good stuff. Only reason I bet Diakiese is because it's in London. Right. And you really do have to factor that stuff in, man. I lost on some stuff in Australia betting on that. You know, you got to figure guys are coming in from out of town. They're taking flights. I don't know about Alvarez if he's training in Spain. I know Spain ain't too far from England, but different stuff like that definitely works out. And then that hometown cooking too, especially if it's a close grappling match. This seems like a complete mismatch. I don't know why people are confident in Diakiese. Yeah. Dirty Reg, what are you talking about? Face the public. Duncan is the favorite. Yeah, I feel like I got a lot of hate though. I feel like a lot of people are on Yano. I'm done saying that name. I'll call him Assmuth. Zion Murphy, Brazil plus 345. Who ruins it? Probably Zion to me out of all of them. Let's see. Fade. Most in these YouTube in the chats. Yeah, the public favors Duncan. Alvarez inside the distance for sure, Cody. I'm on that. Let's go. I think he does make Diakiese do something dumb. Alvarez inside the distance is only minus 115. Yeah, if you're gonna bet him, I would assume you bet him that way because I don't know if he wins the decision just for the fact that he may get held down for a lot of the fight if he ain't hitting. He's definitely gonna get out wrestled. Dirty Reds with the Nigel with the Dirty Reds roses. Chris Duncan, baby, real money coming in on him. Let's go, Sicky. Sicky knows what's up. Only time I'll be going up there, Nigel. That's how my 2023 been going, man. Yeah, 2023 has been tough, dude, on a lot of people. Like and it's not even our fault to I mean, I've been doing these, but it's not even most people's fault because they've been putting together these terrible fight cards, dude. And we got to make picks, and we're basically breaking down LFA fight cards sometimes, man. Let's see. Izzy opened at minus 200 on Bovada. Got 5 units on it. Okay. First Strickland. Yeah. I wonder what that line will end at. I bet Alvarez money line at minus 150 for Ice Viking. Ice Viking's a sharp dude, so that's a good line too. Seems like Alvarez has been inactive in the last 3 years. Yeah, I think he's only fought like once or twice, man. Danny is now minus 115. Yeah, he should be, dude. Danny should be minus 200, dude. Like, I just don't think he's as chinny as we think and all that. I always give the OGs the props. We've been here a while. Let's go. Dirty Red.
Right, what I miss? What did I miss, Cody? What did you tell the chat behind my back?
I'm going to let you start this one. Actually, we didn't even get to another one. I just went through the chat. Told him,
Let's go.
Actually, I was talking you up on how great you did last week, 12-1.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You're a liar.
That's really good stuff. That's good stuff, man. I won't say it again. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you that a little bit. Men's bantamweight 135. Davey Grant versus Daniel Marcos. Who you got in this one?
I love me some Davey Grant in this fight because Davey Grant is just a crazy guy that is unorthodox striking. He's got powerful looping hooks that get around the guard and just land. And he's got very good leg kicks. He's got good wrestling, good grappling. When he uses it, he does throw good volume. He's tough. He's durable. Like, Marcos is a good fighter. he just hasn't really fought the level of competition that I kind of want to see if he's the favorite. Like, I'm actually kind of shocked that he is the favorite, and money is still coming in on Marcos. Like, he's a good striker. Don't get me wrong. He's got some decent power too. He's very quick with his strikes, but he's not really a wrestler. He's not really a grappler. His takedown defense is pretty decent. He's durable. Obviously, he's never lost. So to me, like Davy Grant, I think he just has a lot of advantages in this fight, and especially as an underdog. I got him at plus 120, but now he's at plus 135, and like if it gets even wider, I might even throw like one more unit on him because I'm really that confident he wins this fight. I know he's older; he's 37 compared to Daniel, who's 30, I believe, 30. Yeah, but he's not slowing down. Like Davy Grant's in every one of his fights, he's pushing forward. He's throwing tons of volume. He's landing bombs. Like he's not like on his like retirement phase yet. I don't think, if you want to say, I'm not worried about him. Like this is the fight where I think, no, this isn't the fight. He's going to have the hometown crowd. He's always wanted to fight at UFC London. This is his first time. So I really think he's going to really try to win this one. And then you have the hometown judging too. So if this fight does go to decision, maybe he gets a little bit of a bump there. So this is a big step up in competition for Marcos in my eyes. So give me Davy Grant at plus money and underdog. Like I was skeptical at plus 100, but I saw the line going the other way. And lately, there's been a lot of lines doing that in the last like 3 or 4 cards where I like a fighter and the line's actually going in my favor. And I've been betting it like, better as the week goes on, just waiting. And it's been working out more times than not. So this is another example. I like Davy Grant a lot here as an underdog. Best underdog, I think, on the card is Davy Grant.
Yeah, man. I agree with you. You know, Daniel Marcos, like he looks good. Like his striking looks good, right? But like he's fighting 2 5'4" grapplers, and that's gonna make you look really good. Like when your striking is just way outperforming them. Now he showed pretty good takedown defense. He's got good kickboxing. He's kind of like Davy Grant. Like he's got good volume kickboxing. He's fast. He throws them up kicks right up the middle. He's got good knees. I like his knees in the clinch. He's got good boxing, throws and combo. But like I said, he's fought super low level guys, and he's used to fighting littler guys. Like the last 2 guys, the dude on the Contender Series was super short. Simon Oliveira, 5'4". They were both 5'4". But he does have a nice calf kick, and he comes forward. But like Davy Grant, dude, has smooth switch stance striking. He hits hard with both hands and both feet. He's going to have the grappling advantage here if he chooses to wrestle and can land some takedowns. He's literally, to me, better everywhere. To me, he's the better striker, more experience. He's an inch taller. They got the same reach, so he's going to be a little bigger. The experience level is not even close. Like I thought he could have won that fight against Adrian Yanez, and that dude's good. You know what I mean? And
honestly, I think he did. But it was a very close fight. It's not a robbery, but
yeah, like it was split decision, and it was super close.
I had a Yanez bet, and I was sweating it. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and then he had that close fight with Marlon Vera. He's got a win over Marlon Vera. He's got that win over Rafael Sunsao, no matter how bad it looked with the fence grab and all that stuff.
Sunsao is good, though.
No, he's really good.
Even at 40 or whatever he is, he was still good, though. He looked good.
Yep. And to me, it's like people on, and there's a lot of people on Marcos, and I kind of get it, but it's not even like he's the big younger fighter. Like the dude's like 30 or 31, you know what I mean? And like I think Davy Grant's going to be better everywhere, and I think he hits harder too. Like Davy Grant knocks dudes out cold, you know what I mean? And he's hitting hard with both hands, and the experience, everything leads to Davy Grant. I don't know how he's the underdog. I bet him at plus 100.
Same thing.
I thought the line should have switched because like people betting Daniel Marcos are hoping that Daniel Marcos in his career ends up being like as good as Davy Grant, being Davy Grant. We know we got Davy Grant. Like we know we got a warrior. Then he's at home. He's got the home field advantage. So if this is a close back and forth war, you already know who's getting the hand raised. And I think Davy Grant has more power. And like I said, I think he has the grappling upside. I didn't think he looked bad, in any of his fights. And give me Davy Grant, man. I'm like you, dude. I'm shocked that he's an underdog at home. He's so proven. I don't know.
He's never been knocked out.
You get like, what would Davy Grant be doing to the people Daniel Marcos fought? He would beat the shit out of Simon Oliveira and all them dudes bad. And like
Davy Grant's never been knocked out. So you're literally hoping for a Marcos
and if
clear decision.
Marcos has only fought like 2 times in like 3.5 years. And then, like, if you watch his Contender Series fight, he actually, like, people think he's a cardio machine, but he actually got tired in the third round in that fight. And like Simon Oliveira gassed himself out in their fight because he kept trying to take him down in the first round. He gassed himself out.
Attempt specialist. That's what he is. He doesn't even get guillotined. He's a guillotine attempt specialist.
Yep. So like, and he gassed himself out in the first round. That's why it looks like Marcos was some cardio machine, but it's just like Oliveira gassed out. But in the Contender Series fight, he lost the third round. Like that dude was beating him up in the third round. That Brandon Lewis. So it's weird, man. It's weird.
The only fight that Davy Grant slowed down in was the Smoka fight as of late, and that was because he threw like 150 strikes.
Yeah, he really tried to finish him. Yeah. Yes.
And then the second round, he did lose pretty bad, but third round, he got it done. Or whenever he got it done. I don't remember if it was late second or third round, but either way, don't like take that out of the equation right there because he was trying to get him out of there in the first round. And I don't know how Smoka survived. I'll be honest.
Yeah, dude. David Grant's a beast, dude. I really do think he is. Now, Marcos could be a beast and he may get the win, but you're going to give me David Grant at home, underdog prices. He's a little bit bigger than him.
Yep.
To me, he has the better striking and he has all the grappling upside. So proven. So Shady's on Grant -105. Can't get it. I can't hate it, man. That's excellent.
And you should put another unit on that right now. It's +1. It's +135.
That's crazy.
Throw another unit on it. I think this is a good bet. Good underdog to bet right here.
I think people will see too more like in the face-offs and stuff that like Marco seems like he's a big dude and all this, but he's really not a big dude. He's just been fighting little dudes and he's been bullying them. But he's not. Ain't no way he's doing that to David Grant. This is what David Grant is made for, dude. Like he's a warrior, dude. And my 100, yeah, man. Dude, you seen what he did to Jonathan Martinez? He easily do that to Daniel Marcos.
Jonathan Martinez is a beast.
I'll take Martinez over Daniel Marcos.
All day I would too, yeah.
Wavy ranked at number 19 and Marcos number 69. I need another dog. What was I thinking? I'm got to switch a root to Grant. Yeah, dude.
There you go, Jet.
Doesn't this fight barely make sense? It's almost like it's a replacement.
Doesn't make sense. The line does not make sense at all.
Day drinking is the best, yeah, buddy. For Johnny and them, day smoking for me. Bet him early, yeah. But yeah, it's still gonna win, even when you miss line movement. Like people gave me crap because like I beat line movement on Stoliarenko when I posted my thing, but like I lost on line movement on Davy Grant. I post that too. Like you can't win them all, but I love it. I sometimes like it's even when I had Volkov against Romanov back in the day, like, you know, Volkov was the favorite and then he got bet to the dog and I'm like, dude, I was sitting with a -135 ticket, but I'm like, it's all good. As long as it hits, man. The Parlay MMA, what's up? He said, what's up, boys? Keep grinding, man. We appreciate you coming out, hanging out with us on Thursday.
Definitely check him out on Instagram. He does good stuff, good reels, good stuff. So definitely check him out on Instagram for sure.
Yep, I know. I'm following him too on there. But yeah, everybody check him out. Appreciate you coming out on a Thursday night, hanging out with us.
Appreciate you, man.
Like the name too. That's my concern. Saladino. Marco Saude. Dev's on Marcos with
locking
the lock.
up. He's got some prayer hands up, some fire emojis. Come on,
bro.
Dev.
Them locks look cheap as fuck.
Dev,
look at that. I'll break them.
Dev, you are crazy on this one, but hey, Mr. AK.
Yeah, he did hit that 8K. He did hit that. Grant's pressure is going to eliminate some threat from Marcos. Yeah, Marcos last opponent. Dude, Marcos comes with that pressure. I'm telling you, he's going to get hit with one left.
He's going to get rocked.
From Davey Grant.
Gonna like
and
it.
then all of a sudden he's going to be like, all right, hold up. And then Davey Grant.
Hold up. I'm going to recheck myself here.
Marcos second round TKO.
He's never been knocked out. Davey's never been knocked out.
Been in there with Vieira. Been in there with Vieira twice.
Dude, he's never been knocked out.
Yanez, all them dudes. Yanez knocks everybody out if he ain't getting knocked out by Font. And Grant, old Marcos is old. Marcos
he ain't slowing down, though. He ain't slowing down. This is a fight that he wants to. He's in London. He's never fought in UFC London. He's from England. He's going to give a little bit of in there.
Yeah.
Did a robbery?
Martinez was gifted a robbery.
Which one? I don't know which one.
Not against Davey Grant because he was in sleep. Oh, against Nurmagomedov, I bet. But Marcos' last two fights. I like the way he switches stances.
That was a close fight,
range, quickly. I have no bets here, though. Yeah, he does. They both are like similar fighters, but I just think Davey Grant's experience and stuff's going to pull him through it. Who is your lock of the week?
Tom Aspinall. I don't. Yeah, I mean, that's an easy one.
They're so close. I think I honestly like Danny
mean,
Roberts. It sounds crazy, but I freaking like Danny Roberts that much. I like every single
we
thing
haven't
in my
talked
book
about it
checks
yet.
out.
Who I would consider being my lock of the week, or who I'm very confident in. We'll get there. I'll tell you.
Okay. Next fight, men's heavyweight.
Is that
Michael
true?
Parkin
Or is
versus
that you're hoping for it?
what's that?
Is that true, or are you just hoping?
This sucks. I went to the UFC. Yeah. I mean, usually Bellator would pick up our older fighters, and now we're gonna pick up their older. I like McKee in them, but like, I don't know, man. That's crazy to get. I mean,
Oh, it's
MVP
true
is
for
good
real?
too. Oh, I don't know.
Are they
It's
going
like,
crazy right now on Twitter? That are we missing shit? Let me look.
it's
Oh my god,
true.
I got 17 notifications and
Michael Parkin versus Jamal Pogues. Who you got here?
this is a bad fight. It's a low level fight. I'm not super confident in. I know Parkin, he's got a lot of finishes in the first round, like he's looking good, but I mean, look at the fighters that he's fighting. 1-10, 2-17, 2-3, 7-7, 6-9, and 5-0. That does not scream trustworthy in any way, shape, or form. I'm not saying Pogues is the next Cyril Gahn, but at least he's fought better competition. And I'm going to go with Pogues. I just think he can keep the fight on the feet. I think he can keep it safe if he does get taken down. He's not really the biggest finisher, so I do think this is going to be a sloppy, low-level heavyweight fight where it probably goes over 2.5 rounds to a decision, and I think he's just going to out-volume Mick here. I mean, Mick's dangerous. He's shown some good wrestling, some good grappling. He's got some good power, but I can't back him like right now. Like maybe he wins, sure, and that's cool, but I ain't betting this fight at all. Like this is awful. So give me Pogues to win by decision because it's gonna be one of those sloppy heavyweight fights.
Yeah, Michael Parkin, like you said, man, it's hard to really know what he's about, but what you see when he fights these lower level dudes is he's pretty good. He trains with Tom Aspinall. He's got a like decent patient boxing. Like he'll walk guys down, line up his shots. He's got power in his right hand. He's got decent wrestling, but I mean, it's against low level guys, but he'll grab a single leg and kind of just like big guy, just throw him down. Good BJJ. He's heavy on top. He choked out that dude on the contender series. And, but that dude kind of gave up, you know what I mean? But that's a weird thing here because Michael Parkin's like the natural heavyweight, where Jamal Pogues, he was a light heavyweight before. He's got fast boxing, he's got fast hands, not that much power, and he's got decent wrestling. He's kind of like the exact same thing as that Carl Williams, like light heavyweights that came up to heavyweight, and they're picking on the fat heavyweights, unathletic fat heavyweights, and Jailton Almeida too. But and they just out wrestle him and out cardio him because Pogues on the feet was getting beat up by Josh Parisian, most of the time, but then he would land his takedowns, hold him down. So I don't know much about Parkin. He does look like he could be decent. I stayed away from this fight because it does look like Parkin's a big dude. And if he's able to land his own takedown or reverse Pogues, he may be able to choke Pogues out because, like I said, he's the natural heavyweight. The dude's 6'4" with the 79-inch reach. Pogues is 6'3" with the 77, but like Pogues is going to come in at like 240. Where Parkins is a big ass dude. And if he can, just like on the contender series, if he's able to reverse a position and get on top of Pogues, dude, he can easily put in that rear naked choke. Like he looks like a big, strong ass dude. And I think he had like 7 or something amateur fights too, where he looked good and he's just finishing dudes. So I don't know, man. I like to go off what I've seen. So I'm going to take Pogues by close decision, but I don't have like much faith in it at all because, like I said, this Michael Parkin dude could be really good. Like he could be really good. He seems like a tough dude, and we've never seen him get beat. He's crushed the dudes he was supposed to crush. So maybe he's the complete real deal. We just haven't got to see him fight a contender yet, So give me Pogues by like a close decision. I think it goes all the way too because Pogues ain't finishing nobody. But if Parkin wins, he's probably gonna finish Pogues. So, but I'm staying away. Give me Pogues by decision.
That's what I say too.
Let's see. Bunny Hunter said Pogues by Grant lock money. Yep. Anyway, and me and Johnny both bet it, so that's a capper consensus.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have too many same bets, but when we do, it's a lot.
Get there.
Especially an underdog. That's like crazy town.
It's
Crazy
a lot of the lines seem crazy on that. That's why I'm on
like when you and me are on the same dog and we both bet it.
And are super confident. Yep.
And super confident.
Finish only for Parkin's pose is in glass. Isn't finishing anybody. Yep.
I agree with
According
that.
to MMA Mania, I don't know what that is. Pogues going to have Parkin huffing and puffing. That's a concern. That's why it's like you could want to bet Parkin, but man, Pogues does. He puts that wrestling pace. Fight goes to decision is plus money. Pogues decision. Yeah. I like that, Daz. I like that look a lot, Daz. Like Carl Williams, but more harmless. Yeah. Plus 120. Fight goes to decision. Okay. All right. Parkin has 0 striking and better than average BJJ. Yeah. I don't know about 0, but we'll have to see because he hasn't got to fight anybody. But so we're both on Pogues, but it's a show me fight.
Yep.
Next fight's in the men's middleweight division. We got Andre Muniz versus Paul Craig, and this is going to be an excellent fight. We got Paul Craig dropping down to 185, where he's going to be the bigger dude. Height, anyways, 2 inches taller. Andre Muniz is 6'1", Paul Craig 6'3", but Muniz actually has 2 inches of reach. This is going to be a good fight. Andre Muniz, he showed some really good kickboxing against Brandon Allen when they had to stand up for them for the whole fight, basically, till he got a little gassed and choked out in that 3rd round. But show good kickboxing. He's got some pretty good striking. He's got pretty good wrestling, and he's got really a world-class jiu-jitsu, you know. Paul Craig, he's got decent, like, awkward striking. He's got kind of terrible wrestling, but he'll pull guard. He'll do whatever he has to do. And then he's got a good clinch, though. He actually has good clinch knees standing up. He's real aggressive with it. And then on the ground, he's super aggressive, going for submissions like crazy in that 1st round. And then if he can't get it, you know, he's gassing out. So like he did against Volkov a little bit, or Volkan Ustamir. And then he comes back a little bit in the 3rd round with a little bit of energy. And that's when he's beating dudes like Kennedy and Njokuanu, or whatever the hell his name is. And Magomed Ankalaev, you know, he's got 3rd round submissions late on them dudes. So this is such a tough fight to call, man. I'm going to take Muniz, because I got to assume that this fight's going to hit the ground. And when it hits ground, I got to assume that Muniz is going to have the better jiu-jitsu. But, I mean, look, he just got choked out by Brendan Allen. So I'm going to take Muniz. I would say play the under, and then Muniz by, like, submission, because these dudes are going to be rolling around. And when I see Muniz break off Jakar Souza's arm, you know, Souza, whatever, freaking somebody gave me crap about reading that on the thing, dude. Like, if people realize how many stats I'm spitting out from my head when I do my breakdown, like, to get a name wrong is the least of my worry. But
I'm terrible with names.
Yeah, so I'm taking Muniz by sub, but I don't have much confidence in it, to be honest, because let's say that Paul Craig doesn't, you know, catch a sub too. So this is going to be a crazy fight. Both dudes look for finishes at all time on the ground. That's why I like the under 1.5, because both these dudes look for finishes at all time. So yeah, finish and can be finished. Paul Craig's finished all of his fights, and he's been finished a ton. And then Andre Muniz has been finished in all 5 of his losses, and he's got 23 wins. He's got 19 by finish, 15 sub, 4 KO. And Paul Craig's finished all his wins. So, I mean, you know what I mean? Only 4 of these dudes, they got 23 wins and 16. That's 39 wins. 35 of them been finishes between them two. And then of their losses, Andre Muniz has been finished 5 times. Paul Craig's been finished 5 times. So out of their losses, they've been finished 10 out of 11, and they finished 35 out of 39. So only 5 of their fights.
Got a 90% clip, probably. There's going to be a finish.
More. Only 5 of their fights out of what? 50 fights. They got 50 fights exactly.
Yeah, 90. There it is.
Yeah. So I would say that this finishes, and that's not even when they're going against other guys that are trying to finish them at all times. You know what I mean? It's just how it happens. So, yeah, man, under 1.5, under 2.5 if you like to not be, you know, you like money, and yeah, man, Andre Muniz, but I like them unders. So who you got?
Right on. So this is gonna be probably my most confident pick of the night. I love Muniz here. Love it in the spot. Like, Paul Craig's going down middleweight first fight. See what happens. He usually gasses as a light heavyweight with a little bit more, you know, muscle on him, or whatever you want to say. And whatever he has in every one of his fights is always gonna be, he's got the jiu-jitsu edge. He's got the submission edge. He ain't gonna have that in this fight. He's not a good striker. He doesn't have any head movement. He has 0 striking defense. Muniz, I'm not saying he's a world beater on the feet, but he like you said, Cody, he looked pretty decent in stand up against Brennan Allen. And if he does that, he's gonna look like a freaking champion against Paul Craig. So I think this is Muniz's fight to lose in a way. He can take this fight on the ground if he wants to, if he feels comfortable. He can keep the fight standing. I think he can stuff any of Paul Craig's takedowns he wants. Paul Craig has 0 takedown ability, unless he literally just grabs you and hopes that he can fall back with you and hope to get you on the ground. But even then, like, Muniz isn't going to get subbed. There's no way. I actually think he could be a better grappler, but I'll just say it's even just for the sake of that. But he's the better wrestler. He's the better striker. If he keeps it on the feet, he's going to win this fight. I think maybe even by KO, or he can win a decision. So to me, this is Muniz's fight to lose, like I said. So give me Muniz to win. I'm going to say he does get the finish probably in like late second round. I like the over 1.5 in this fight. And because we've seen a lot of Paul Craig fights where he's boot scooting, a lot of time goes off the clock. Let's see. I don't know if Muniz is going to go down with him. I wouldn't if I was him. Let him get back up and make him strike, because he's not a striker. He's like Ryan Hall level striking. He does have some good power if he lands.
Muniz is going to take him down. He was taking down.
He could. He had, but that's if he wants to.
That's why I said Jakar instead of Jacare. Yeah, that's why.
Oh,
on my videos,
I knew who you were talking about.
Yeah, Jacare. So if you're taking him down, you're definitely gonna, because like Paul Craig just had a grappling match he lost recently, just like, you know, not to it. Like,
well, there you go. Muniz is a world champion grappler. Yeah. So give me Muniz to win. I think he gets the finish, whether it's going to be on the feet, whether it's going to be like a club and sub, something like that. I would more after so lean first
round or after the 1.5.
After 1.5,
wears him
late
down,
second or third round. Yeah, because Paul Craig has 1 round of gas, and he's moving down. Like I think he's gonna have less. So if he doesn't get that like fight to the ground in the first round and get the submission, he's gonna be a sloppy mess like he always is. So I love Paul Craig, and I've won a lot of money on Paul Craig by submission in a lot of fights, but this is not the fight to do it. I love me some Muniz. I'm jumping off that bandwagon.
What's Muniz inside the distance?
Inside the distance. Let's see. Got to be plus money, but let me see. It's minus 115, so it's close.
Not bad. A lot of people are in the chat. Daz, we got a Grateful Dude in the building. What up, Grateful Dude? They're all in looking at the TKO. Mushroom likes him inside.
It's a good sneaky prop. I'll tell you that, because I think he's the better striker, and Craig's been chinned. He's very hittable, and Muniz showed decent striking. So maybe it takes a couple rounds to do it, but I think he can get it done in a third. Muniz by knockout is plus 325.
Nice.
350 in some books, so it's close to that.
This is a good one.
I think this is a good parlay piece. Like, I'm that confident. I parlayed him up with somebody coming up.
Okay. Well, next fight's in the men's featherweight division. Nathaniel Wood versus Andre Fili. Did you start last one?
No, but I will start. And this is just so happens the parlay, the other parlay piece here. I love Nathaniel Wood, and I think he's going to win this fight. Now, do I think this fight will be close? Yes. Only because of, I think, the height and reach advantage of Fili. But, man, that speed advantage is going to be on Wood's side for sure. And I will say this. I love picking and or betting fighters who are bigger, for sure. But if the smaller fighter is quicker, I love picking the smaller fighter in that time. It doesn't happen too often. This is one time it is. I think he's going to have the quicker striking. He's got nasty leg kicks to slow down Fili, and he's got decent wrestling, good takedowns. If he wants to use it, he doesn't have to. And I just think he's going to be able to get in the boxing range real quick, land a couple good, 2, 3, 4 combos, and jump back out and start again. Like, kick, 2 body shots and up top. Like, he can do that before Fili lands one. Maybe Fili will land one. Both guys are durable usually. I know Fili's been knocked out by Brito, but Brito's a fucking monster. Like, Wood's not like that. So I'm not going to say, I think this fight goes decision, but I really feel like Wood is going to win a clear 29-28 or a 30-27. It's not going to be like a close split decision. Maybe Fili wins round 1, but I think the leg kicks are going to add up as the fight goes on, because Wood throws like 20, 30,
really
40,
does.
50 kicks. Like, he doesn't just do like 5 or 6 all fight. So, and Fili doesn't check him. He doesn't. So I think this is Wood's fight, and I like him moving up to featherweight. I didn't think I would, but he's so quick. People have trouble with it. And he's small, he's quick, he's got very good dirty boxing inside. I love it. I love Wood in this fight. But Fili's good. I will say he's good, but he's just inconsistent. I don't know what Fili I'm going to get. I know what kind of Wood I'm going to get. Well, that's weird to say. I know what Nathaniel I'm going to get. I'll say Nathaniel, but hey, it is what it is.
Wood I'm going to take.
Don't clip that one. You're up, Cody.
You want to start clipping shit? I clip some shit. Yeah, man. I agree with you. Like Nathaniel Wood, fast, technical, tight boxing, fast leg kicks with both legs, inside and out. He switches stances. Dude, just like good offensive and defensive wrestling. Everything's good about him. Like he is really good, and he's fast. He's super fast. He's got excellent fight IQ, and he's super tough. This is going to be such a tough fight, though. Like Andre Fili's a top 20 guy. You know what I mean? Like he's like a top 20 guy that beats like he puts up. Like this is going to be so close of a fight. And the real thing that people that backed Wood got to worry about is him getting head kicked, because Andre Fili has a sick head kick, and since Nathaniel Wood's so little, dude, he just whipped them up. He's like you're throwing like a body kick at most people. He's 5'6". Like Andre Fili has 5 inches of height and 5 inches of reach.
I mean, it's definitely a worry, but.
And then okay, so if you watch Andre Fili fight like Sadiq Youssef, who's like a fighter like Nathaniel Wood, you know what I mean? Short, explosive, fast, strong, powerful. That was a really good back and forth fight. And Sadiq Youssef's really good. And like the grappling was back and forth, because Andre Fili has good offensive and defensive grappling. Like Nathaniel Wood, I don't think will be able to take him down and hold him down. Bryce Mitchell was able to take him down, get a lot of decent amount of control time. But for the most part, he's got good offensive and defensive wrestling. And then like you even seen like he was able to beat Bill Algeo. You know what I mean? That's fucking tough to do, dude. And he was able to hold him down in the 3rd round. So Andre Fili's super tough. He's super durable, other than, like you said, Brito. I think Yair got him back in the day. But he's super tough, super durable, and he's got good cardio. And he's going to be there all 3 rounds. Like this is going to be a close fight every single round. Like maybe there's a knockdown or something, but I'm going to favor Nathaniel Wood. I'm going to take him by decision. But dude, this fight's going to be really, really, really close. And this could be the spot where like Nathaniel Wood runs into the fact that he's a natural bantamweight and he's just fighting up at featherweight at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like when he fights, because like he's 5'6" with a 69-inch reach. So he's damn near the same size as Volkanovski, but Volkanovski got like a 74-inch reach. But Volkanovski's thick. He's thicker and shit. Like Nathaniel Wood, did you see him when he was standing by Lerone Murphy? Dude, Lerone Murphy's even so much bigger than him, man. That would make me favor Lerone in that fight, just for the fact that if they both got the same skills, then I like the bigger dude with the so I'm taking Nathaniel Wood, but I'm just not confident. I'm not trying to rain on no parades, but this is going to be a good fight.
Don't you dare be raining on my parade.
Yeah, like if
Nathaniel Wood's going to get this done. I told you, son.
He should, but if he doesn't, like if Andre Fili doesn't get knocked out, he fights tooth and nail all 3 rounds. Like it's going to be like he's going to have his moments. It's going to be back and forth. So, but yeah, man. I want to shout out
Nathaniel Wood. Oh, go ahead.
No, Flynn Dota in the freaking chat throwing out the dono, man. Really appreciate that. That's excellent, man. Keeping the lights on, keeping the twisted tees, all that. Next thing he said I would knock both these dudes out. I think he's talking about Nathaniel Wood and Andre Fili. But usually Flynn comes in hot. But we do appreciate the dono, bro. Really do. And hanging out and so throwing in them comments, man. I know you're talking about Wood and them, though. Are you talking about Wood and them, Flynn? But do really appreciate
play on words there.
Yeah, really appreciate that that dono for real.
Yeah, I will say real quick though. I was gonna say if Nathaniel Wood does not get those leg kicks going early in the 1st round, I will be scared. He has to get those going, and if he does, I will feel super confident. I will feel a little bit of little warmness in my heart, and I would probably take a shot of whiskey because at that time I'll be a little drunk, and he's gonna win that fight.
I bet Fili against Bill Algeo. Who would you take, Bill Algeo or
I took
Nathaniel
Algeo.
Wood? You would take Algeo
Oh
over
no,
Wood?
if I would
over Nathaniel Wood?
You know what? Ooh, that's a close fight. Man, I think because Algeo has good grappling. I don't know. That's a good one. I would probably take Wood, but I think it'd be a close fight too.
Okay, got you.
And we've seen like Algeo, like lately that I can think of just off the
He's
top
a big
of my head.
dude. Algeo's like a 6-foot dude too, ain't he?
Yeah, he's like a length tall, but he's hittable, and he has been slowing down in his fights lately, which is a little scary. So I would say Wood, but it would be a close fight too.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of support in the chat, man. Got Ice Viking. He said, "Cody, we love your creative way to successfully mispronounce every fighter's name. Keep being you. That's my thing, man. It's what I do. It's what I'm good at. Mispronouncing names and picking fights and bets. More bets, man. More bets. My picks aren't always the best, but my bets might be safe because, like, on my picks, I'm more likely to take a dog just to be like, man, because they got a chance in this. But like my bets." If I take a dog, I really believe. Yeah, I think
I'm taking a dog. I really believe too in my bets. I'll tell you that. I really believe.
I thought I was the only one picking Fili. Seems like he's valued here. Yeah, Derek's on Fili. I can't blame anybody taking Fili. Just you get that size.
The line, yeah.
Like if these dudes were the same size, it would still be a really good fight. But then you give Fili 5 inches of height and 5 inches of reach. But then you give Nathaniel Wood the hometown advantage. So there's a lot of going.
The quickness, I'm telling you, speed kills.
I got Wood. Also bet Nathaniel.
My God.
Dad said Wood decision plus 120.
There you go.
Nigel Lee said, "Hey, bro, yeah, saying what's
That's
up."
Probably
Nigel
what
Lee,
happens. It's going to be by decision.
Saying what's up to everybody in the chat. We appreciate you coming in, bringing that good energy in here, Nigel. You're a good dude, man. Let's see. Your morning Wood is just.
I was on Chronic Combat the show last night, and that was his new nickname, Nathaniel Morningwood.
Morningwood. From a betting perspective, Fili is a super live dog, but Fili is getting a bit old to cut to 145. He's a big dude, man, for that. Boys.
It's a little. If he was more consistent, I'd be a little less or high on Nathaniel than I would be. Let's be honest.
Right. Men's featherweight division, Laron Murphy versus Josh Kulabau. And this is going to be a good fight. This is going to be a close fight. Laron Murphy's got explosive striking with good power, excellent boxing, fast kicks. He's got good offensive wrestling. He's got pretty good defensive wrestling. He's got good BJJ. He's got phenomenal ground and pound. You've seen with Ricardo Ramos how he was able to get him out of there pretty quick. He's got good hands. He's got good power on his feet. Josh Kulabau, he's taller, longer, skinnier. He's got that good, almost like a karate taekwondo stance where he's bouncing in and out, hands real low. And he darts in with his punches, man. Against Sung Woo Choi, dude, he was landing in some big punches, just dropping him. And he's fast. He's tough. He's got decent offensive and defensive grappling here. Like both these dudes are really good. And it's lying close for a reason, and it should be because it's going to be a really good fight. Both these dudes are talented. I'm leaning with Laron Murphy. I like his grappling upside here. I think he can mix in the takedowns at times if he needs to. And the striking should be really even. So this fight's – I stayed away from this one too because both these dudes are super good, and it could go either way, to be honest. But give me Laron Murphy, home field advantage, better wrestling, and I'll take him for that. Who do you got?
Yeah, it's going to be a fun fight. Let's say that. But I know maybe a little bit of recency bias is going to come into play here because of how Laron Murphy looked in his last fight against Gabriel Santos. On short notice, he was supposed to fight Nathaniel Wood. So basically a striker, and then he's coming in. Now he's fighting on a week's notice of Gabriel Santos, who's a crazy guy who can strike and he can grapple, and he's very good. So I don't want to put too much equity in that, how Murphy looked, because he wasn't training for a grappler or a wrestler. Right. He was training for a striker. Now, should he have won that fight? Debatable. I will say that because that was a very, very, very close fight. But now he's fighting a striker on full camp, and I think Murphy is the better striker. Now, this will be a close fight. It'll be a fun fight, but I like Murphy to get this one done. Very close decision, probably 29-28. And then if it gets really close, you got the hometown crowd again. The judges did it last time. They can do it again. So I like Murphy a lot. The line's coming down on Murphy.
Seen that.
I don't get it. I'm this close of playing him because I do think he gets the win. And it's a very close fight, not like a domination, but I just think he's the better striker of the two. Kulabao's tough. Murphy's tough. You can look at the over 2.5 here. That's also a good play. I think this fight does go to decision.
That's
it is juice. It's like
juice prices on that. I didn't like a lot of the over-unders this week.
Yeah, it's like minus 220 range or so. It's not terrible. It's a good parlay piece.
It's kind of crazy because both these dudes are dangerous. Even with the last fight,
but they're durable. Like both of them have never been knocked out. So I think they're gonna respect power. They're gonna be, as the fight goes on, maybe they'll get a little bit crazier and stuff. But I give me Murphy though. I think he gets this one done 29-28 decision. If it gets a split, I think he gets a split as well.
So you could probably get either one of these fighters pretty decent price for that plus 3.5 or whatever you guys do it, where you just need to win one round.
Okay, so yeah, the if we do the 3.5 spread, it's going to be Kulabao here, and I think he is like minus 200 for that. So Kulabao just needs to win. Yeah, one. Yeah, this spread is not the greatest because they know it's going to be a close fight, and Kulabao will probably win one round for sure and not get finished. Right. So that's going to hit a bet if that happens.
Oh, yeah.
The one spread I will say real quick before you do the shout out, the one spread that doesn't make sense is when we talked about already was the Duncan fight and the Yanal fight. Because normally the favorite is the minus 3.5, but the odds bookers have it. The underdog has the minus 3.5. So it's something to think about. I didn't say that. I forgot about that.
That's weird.
Spread. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, shout out to Nigel Lee, aka Money Bank Locks. Everybody, like I said, check him out on Twitter. Appreciate coming in, hanging out tonight, and then dropping this dono, man. Really appreciate it. It's awesome every time to see one of these donations for real. He said you two are killing it, and shout out to @Mushroom MMA, @Daz Files, @Grateful Dude, and all the other OGs. Smash that bell and keep the lights on.
Yeah, hit the like button, guys. We didn't say that yet. Hit the like button if you haven't. We appreciate everything that you guys do. We love hanging out with everybody in the chat. We try to put as much people on here. Like, we love talking to everybody. Like, that's why we do it.
Even if we go like an hour and a half late.
I know we're done by now, but hey.
We 15 fight
card. It is what it is. This is where we're at.
Yep. Everybody chat's been killing it too.
I dare you I challenge you to find a better channel and better live show than this that actually follows everyone's chats as much as we do. I challenge you.
Yeah. It's like we said, man, you guys already
heard. And if you see
other
people do it after I said that, then you know.
Where it started. But that's what we really made this show for. That we're like, dude, it's really just to talk with the chat and like and let everybody be heard. Because like we said, man, before we did our show, we've been on other shows and commented, and you don't get shot.
This is the real hangout.
This is the spot. This is the hangout. This is the motherfucking spot. So appreciate that, Nigel, for real. Appreciate that, Dono. Carlos said good scrap. Should be closer to a pick 'em, but I like Murphy just a bit better. No bets. Yeah. Daz said
getting there.
I bet fight goes to decision. Hope Murphy don't dominate. Yeah, he should.
I don't think he will. If he dominates, I don't think he'll get the knockout though.
Dravi I seen that. Dravi killed that line. That's so crazy. Dravi got Fili at plus 280. Yeah, I don't understand why they would start that line like that. Fili's coming off a win over Bill Algeo. It's not like he's coming off that loss to Brito or something. Daz Files, you're the man, bro.
That's our guy.
Really appreciate the dono. Daz is always out here too, man, supporting and stuff. So I really appreciate that. And we do, dude. And Daz says, following Nigel, always a good tale. Let's fucking go. He said, you both rock. Looking forward to fight companion. I'll be on there for the card. Can't wait.
Yeah, me and Patty are going to be on for the prelims. We're going to have special guests. We're going to have Effie on there. We're going to have Mushroom MMA on there. We might have a couple other people too. So definitely tune in. Might be a little bit before fight time. So definitely I'll put the notice out tomorrow night though.
There you go.
Definitely like and subscribe if you haven't. So that way you get it. Notify. Yeah. Click that bell for both.
There you go. There you go. And Daz, you're the man. We really appreciate that, bro. Really appreciate that. Yeah. And he said, always tailing Nigel. Nigel put that first dono out. So
are you being funny, Carlos, or are you being real?
Do you mind explaining the spread bet. I don't do none of that.
I'll do it real quick.
Yeah, you guys know I don't know
okay,
how to
so
do
the
none of that
plus
stuff.
3.5 spread is usually on the underdog. So you're getting a little bit more
Because they want you to kind of, they're getting one money coming in on the underdog.
So basically, for that plus 3.5 spread, the underdog can't be finished or
What's
get
the
knocked
3.5
out.
mean though?
It's only with the judges' scorecards. That 3.5 spread. So they have to win one round with every judge. So if it's a 29-28 favorite win, the underdog plus 3.5 spread cashes if he loses. Now, if the underdog wins by a finish, by a decision, you hit that bet as well.
Okay.
So basically, the favorite can't get a 30-27 or a finish on one judge's scorecard or more.
Yep. Okay. Larone by hometown birthday split decision. I was laughing.
Yeah, he just had a birthday recently.
Yeah, and it's hometown. Flynn Doda, what is up? He said, I'm gonna drop the AI picks in the Discord again this week. Drop them in in the layer cake Discord. Get on there and drop them. I want to see them.
I love all the AI stuff that people do. It's great.
I do too. I want to see all this stuff, man. I like to look at all that. That's why I love when Derek Izzy, my boy, drops all his stuff. Man, everybody waits for it in that layer cake Discord. Everybody in here too in the chat. If you don't know, my layer cake Discord's out there. It's free. The link is in the description. I'll put another one in this one. I got to update it, but in my newest video, it's in there. But check it out. Hop on there. Have a good time, man. Last week, okay. So he went 77% last week with the AI. I definitely want to see him. I want to see him. Fili's nickname gets me touchy Fili. Yeah. Carlos said, I'm serious. Yeah. Touchy Fili is going to be getting some wood. Okay. Look, we got the word play out here. For sure, Johnny K is the man, and Carlos, cool dude. Fili said Megan O'Leary actually gave him his nickname when he was hanging out with her and Joey B. Touchy Fili on her.
Okay. I wonder why.
And that's Joey Benavidez' boy too. They're all team now. Mushroom, what's up? Ice Viking. All right. We have Jai Herbert versus Faraz Siam. I'll let you start this one.
Yeah, this is a fun fight. And it's very interesting because both guys came in the UFC as strikers. They kind of do the same kind of striking. I would say Herbert has a little bit more power. Siam more volume, if you want to say. And then lately, both guys are using their wrestling and using their grappling, and they're kind of doing the same thing at the same time. So this is a very fun, interesting fight if you really think about it. But again, you can say that the negatives are about Herbert. He's a little chinny, but he's being chinned by people who have power. Like Siam has 0, maybe 1 out of 10 power. He's not finishing anybody in the UFC. He's been showing some good grappling, some wrestling lately. But you know what? I like Herbert in this one. Give me the dog. I think this is a 50-50 fight again. And if you're going to give me Jai Herbert, who has more experience, fought the better competition, looked really good against Ludwig Klein, who's a more dangerous guy than Siam by far, a striker. Yeah, I like Herbert a lot here. And I'm really debating about putting some money on that because I think that's a good underdog bet as well. And you can look at the spread here. He's the plus 3.5. He just needs to win one round. And I think this fight goes to decision.
What's the line on that?
The spread or the decision? At the spread, I think Jai Herbert plus 3.5 just needs to win one round or not get finished is minus 145.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's a super safe bet. But even at dog prices, I think Herbert can win this fight, though. He can win by a knockout. I mean, Siam's never, he's tough. But Herbert has that power. He could do it. And he's looked really good at times until he hasn't. But Siam's not that guy to get that knockout like Trinaldo or Ilya. You know what I mean? He's not that guy to do it. So, hometown crowd, I'm going to be a little biased when I say this. Siam's French.
Yes, he is.
That is it.
That is French. I don't know what that means. But
I don't back French people. Cyril Gane,
shit.
Alan Boudreaux, they meet Amalva,
Benoit, Saint Denis.
Well, he's good. He's the only one I will back.
You got me worried, dude. He beat.
But until then, we were against
his younger brother, Gabriel. That's how bad he made that Bomb Fiend look. That I'm like, damn, is his brother gonna get the same treatment by Trevin Giles? Probably not, but you know.
No. Because that Bomb Fiend is the beast.
That's what they said about the
Gabriel's good.
Is he?
But the other Bomb Fiend is the beast. He's the killer. Go ahead
So,
though.
I'm with you, bro. I like Jai Herbert here. I think Jai Herbert has more volume than Faraz Saim. I think he throws more volume. I think he throws more head kicks.
Lands the harder shots.
He lands the harder shots. He has better movement. He's a kickboxer, but he's more flat-footed. He's more walking dudes down, throws hard leg kicks. But Jai's moving around, dancing. He hits hard. It was between Jai and Danny Roberts. They released that Danny Roberts line, and like I said, it was way different. The line like minus like Danny Roberts was plus 100. Jai Herbert was down to plus 130. Now he's back plus 145. I like Jai Herbert here. I think he's the better fighter, honestly. Like I think that he hits harder, and then he's at home. So if this is a real close fight where they're both landing takedowns or sweeping each other and all that, I like Jai Herbert here at plus 145. Man, I really like him. I do, but I like the Danny Roberts bet better, to be honest, because Johnny Parsons is just.
What about the Grant bet?
I like him too, but like Danny Roberts has the least good part.
What do you like better, or Grant?
Grant. I like Grant. But because because I know Grant's going to be there all 3 rounds. You know what I mean? And he's going to Herbert could get caught. That's the biggest thing. But that's why because Faraz is better than Johnny Parsons, in my opinion, as a fighter. You know what I mean? So I like to
I love how you're calling that back. You're bringing back the Danny Roberts bet.
Well, yeah, because I think that's such a good bet, dude. I honestly don't think that Johnny Parsons is that guy to be able to knock him out. If
you are defending this bet to your life, I love it.
I'm trying to put people on. I'm trying to give people.
No, I don't follow Cody with Danny Roberts bet, but
Saint Denis French. Look, they're coming at you for that French remark, bro.
Okay.
No, what is it?
The beer's talking. I will say this.
You gonna apologize?
The French seem to fold when the pressure is a little too high. Except
Saint Denis.
You know why?
He's a murderer.
He's a military guy. I am never picking against him ever again. I learned my lesson. Every other one though. Oh my god, dude. Pressure. I'm gonna fold.
I'll tell you what. Another thing.
Cyril Gane's a great fighter. Great fighter. I will say that in the comments. But he folded under Francis Ngannou, and he folded John Jones. He could have won in the Ngannou fight, but he made a stupid mistake in the 5th round.
French mistake.
Cost him. It's a French mistake.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm on Herbert here too, but one thing that scares me is Faraz Saim even though Herbert trains with Leon Edwards and has a good camp,
those are killers in Team Renegade. Is it Team Renegade, right? Or something? Yeah.
But Faraz Saim, he's down there in Killcliff. And the other thing is,
they train at good gyms, but I'm telling these guys are almost identical, but the only difference is Herbert has more power and Herbert's a little bit chinny.
Here's another thing is Faraz Saim's 9 years younger, but he slows down in his fights. He's been beat up in the 3rd round by
Faraz Saim in the 3rd round if he can get there.
Yeah, so I'm on Herbert here too. I just didn't bet.
This is a dog or pass to me.
I wouldn't mind
dog or pass pick and or bet. I can't bet minus 150 on Saim right here. That's insane to me.
Right.
What has he shown you to be the favorite at minus 150 to bet him right now?
That's nothing. What I say. Speaking of dog or pass,
Mike McCall Figlock, who the hell is that guy?
He's decent, but he's just small.
He couldn't survive the Terrence McKinney pressure. McKinney looks like a bum, and I love me some McKinney, but God,
it doesn't sound like it. He said McKinney's a bum, and I love McKinney.
No, I do, but he's a bum. He's a bust. He's a bust fighter, and it sucks. I want him to be so good. He's one of those fighters you root for. And you're just every time you put your head down. That's why I didn't pick him last week, because I couldn't bet him in my heart of hearts. Okay. I did twice. I won one and I lost one.
Right.
And I'm done. I learned my lesson.
Well, speaking of dog or pass, women's flyweight, Molly McCann versus Julia
It's you can just
Stoliarenko.
say Julia. It's just spelled
Julia.
differently.
Is it
It's
Julia?
Julia.
Whatever, man. That doesn't even look so good.
I don't even know. Julia.
Stoliarenko.
You're churching it up.
Who do you got here?
All right. This is just a lot of weirdness because Julia is moving down from bantamweight. She's a big fighter, and she's moving. She can barely make 135 at times, and somehow she's gonna make 125. And good for her if she does. Fantastic. But I can guarantee you this: if she is literally first round or bust, and I really think it in my heart of hearts, if she doesn't get that takedown early, she doesn't get the submission in the first round, and Molly survives, Molly's gonna get the finish. I just think she's gonna gas out. Like this weight cut to me, I don't trust it. If she can barely make 135 at times and she looks wobbly on the scales and she doesn't look good at 135, what's she gonna look like now? I have to see it on the scales. So give me Molly. I know the line is coming down on Molly, which this is probably where the line should be. So if you got Julia Stoliarenko at plus 200 or higher, you're doing good. But she has a legit chance to win this fight. If you want to bet Julia and you're a little late to the party, I would just do Julia by submission. That's the only way I think she wins this fight. She's not going to win by decision. That's where I think Molly has the advantage. She's going to have the better cardio, I think, and she has the chance to get the knockout or whatever kind of finish she wants to if Julia gasses. So I'm going to play both sides here. I like the under 2.5 at minus 150, minus 155, whatever it's at right now. I got it at minus 145. I got that parlayed with one of my favorite parlay pieces, which is the over 2.5 in the Ketlin Vieira, friend of the show fight. And that I think that's a great bet to cover both bases is the under 2.5 here. I think it's Julia early sub, or it's going to be Molly finishes it in the second or early third round. Cause I just don't think that cardio is going to be there with that extra weight cut. She's a big girl. It's like she's big. Think of a bantamweight that's usually big that can barely make 135, cutting down 10 more pounds. To me, I don't trust it. So, but I get it. If she gets a takedown though early, it's on, and I'm okay with it. Cody, tell me who you like. Molly McCann by second round knockout, by the way.
So Molly McCann has good boxing. All right, she's got good spinning back fist. Throws decent boxing combinations. She's super tough. Got good cardio. But like, she has terrible wrestling. She has terrible defensive wrestling. She has terrible jiu-jitsu. She's fought 4 grapplers in her UFC career and lost to all 4 of them. She has 4 losses in the UFC. They're all
Who are those grapplers, though, by the way?
I mean,
really good. Well, one of them's not really good, but the other 3 are pretty good.
The thing is they're grapplers, though. She cannot fight grapplers.
Lanchfield, Santos. I can't remember the other 2. Jillian Robertson, and I don't know who the other one was because she wasn't that good.
Anybody that tried to grapple her, grappled her, right? Oh, Laura Fritzen. Laura Proposio.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I'll be honest.
Well, she wanted to grapple Molly McCann, and she fucking did.
But that was early in her career.
That was like 2.5 years
early.
ago.
Not 3 years super ago. Early. But so I mean, listen, Julia Stoliarenko is not on the same level as Jillian grappling, on the same level as Santos.
Know that,
I know that.
Okay. So listen.
I said it. That's why I know it.
Molly, so I was watching that thing before we started where Stoliarenko is looking in good shape in her media day, right? She's talking about her weight cuts perfect. How
you see her body, how it looked?
Yeah, her arms look
without like, you know,
clothes on. So she's gonna come in good shape. The fact of the matter is, in her last 2 fights, right? In her first fight, 2 fights ago with Jessica Rose Clark, who I would take Jessica Rose Clark over Molly McCann in a fight, right? And Jessica, she hits a perfect double leg takedown on times, starts striking, because see, that's where people mess up, dude. It's crazy to me that people say that this girl doesn't have she has the worst striking in the world. Like, she doesn't. She has fast head kicks. She has aggressive striking that she throws. She's kind of like Joel Alvarez. I'm not saying that good, but she throws head kicks and she comes forward blitzing with punches to get girls to put their hands up, and then she shoots in, right? She hit a phenomenal double leg on Chelsea Chandler in their fight right off the bat, got her down. She just got too aggressive going for the armbar. Chelsea Chandler is like a purple or brown belt under Gracie Jiu-Jitsu there with Diaz brothers. So and then like Chelsea Chandler's just a giant person after that and obviously beat her up, but she had her chance. She hit perfect double legs. Like her wrestling's not bad. Okay. Everybody says she's sub or bust, but like if you watch her fight with Alexa Davis, that's another thing, dude. She's 1-5 in the UFC. All 5 of her losses would have beat Molly McCann. So it's like that doesn't even really make sense. Go look at all 5 of her losses. All them people would have beat Molly McCann. So then Stoliarenko has 3 inches of height, and she's going to have at least 5 inches of reach, right? So that will help you drag a girl to the ground when you're way bigger. And I'm not even under the impression.
Well, this is apples and oranges, though, too. This is different weight classes. Molly McCann's a smaller fighter, of course. So she's not going to beat a lot of these girls, even if Julia lost.
That's what I'm saying. So
they're bigger girls.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter if Stoliarenko lost to him, if Molly McCann would too.
I wasn't debating that.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying people will be like, she's 1-5, but like the same girls would have beat Molly McCann. So if she fought her schedule, she'd be 1-5. So like that stuff cancels out for me. It's the fact that like Stoliarenko could land 1 takedown in the first round and the second round and just hold Molly McCann down because she can't get off her back, period. Yeah. And Stoliarenko comes in great shape. She's going to be so much bigger. Like she only needs like 1 takedown in all 3 rounds. She needs a slip. She needs whatever. And she could take Molly's back, dude, and submit her. And also just she has decent striking. Like if you go watch her fight, she throws decent head kicks. She throws fast head kicks. She was a Lethwei champion, which is just all striking and headbutts and shit. But I don't know, dude. I got her at plus 250, and I just Molly McCann,
that's good
to get plus 250 on a girl who has a clear path to victory, and her clear path to victory is Molly McCann's worst part of her game. True. And we've seen it over and over and over again. So to think that this girl coming in this much bigger isn't going to have a chance when Laura Propopio freaking could beat her, then Julia Stoliarenko can. She just fought tough girls, but
can
she's
I just say this little tidbit?
Tell you what you got to say, man. Get off your chest, Johnny. Get it off your chest.
Molly McCann's last 2 finishes have come in London. She's 2-0 by knockout.
Yeah.
And where are we at in this fight?
Fucking Hannah Goldie. Hannah Goldie?
The next real deal, Luana Carolina.
Depends who she's fighting. But no, I would say I took Molly in that because it was going to be a striking match. Like if there's, dude, I've won money off Molly, and I've won money on her striking matches. Like I took her over Priscilla Cachoeira. Anybody she's fought that's been a striker basically, and she has decent offensive wrestling when she needs to use it. Right? If she's fighting another girl that don't have any wrestling, like against because I've been watching every single one of Molly McCann's fights. When she fought Priscilla Cachoeira, she mixed in the grappling because Priscilla don't have to. But like I don't think she's going to be able to do that here.
No, I get everything that you're saying. I'm just giving you shit because I'm just being devil's advocate here. But I will say this though, Molly seems to overperform, if you want to say, in London.
Yeah, and she does. She does that crowd.
Also, think of it this way though: this is the co-main event for some reason. Why would you ever have this fight as a co-main event if you're not thinking about one fighter potentially having an edge?
But listen though, it's not even that though. It's not even that though. They're not trying to build up 30
You have to look at that stuff.
But no, listen, here's what you got to look at there.
There's way better fights that could be the co-main event here.
But
there's like 7.
But listen, the thing with this one is they're not trying to build up 33-year-old Molly McCann for the 4th fucking time. They know that this fight's going to be all action. Either Stoliarenko is probably going to take her down and get beat her up, or she's going to get beat up. Sanders.
Well, they're not trying to, but they're trying to appease the crowd.
Well, yeah, but they're not trying to build up. They just know that this is
but they're appeasing the crowd here. They're in England,
right?
This isn't trying to build up. Are they trying to build up Julia Stoliarenko here?
No, they're trying to have a crazy fight. So, and that's another thing where it's like,
and that's all I needed to know.
The UFC can help Molly McCann win and stuff. But I'm looking at a finish. So, like, I love the size.
I will love a Julia Stoliarenko first round submission, please and thank you. That's all I'm gonna say.
I appreciate that.
We can win both sides of this. I'm okay. I'm just throwing it out there. Molly McCann's gonna win this fight.
That's debatable. I think it's
debatable.
Frank said these are setup fights for Aspinall and Meatball, but like,
it is. It really is.
Dude, Meatball, dude, all these Meatball backers, when she comes out and she starts swinging and spins a double
I
back,
bet you any money
spinning
if
back fist,
Julia Stoliarenko looks like shit on the scales, or she's like 2 or 3 pounds
what if
heavy,
she looks good?
money is coming in on Meatball, and she'll be back up to minus
But what if
300.
she looks good coming in shape? Tabitha
Well, then they'll
Ricci,
probably say the same.
best friend.
But I don't know. I don't think she's gonna look amazing. She's gonna miss. If she looks amazing, she's gonna miss still by a pound or two. I do not have any trust in her making this 125.
We'll
And it's
see.
not really I guess that's why I bet the under here, because like I said, I don't trust her gas tank either. So whatever.
Bro, if this, I'll put it to you like this. Like, even if Molly McCann
You
was
moved the line, Cody. You moved the line.
if Molly McCann was minus like 150, I still wouldn't want it better, because the fact that I can just see it in my brain of her coming out, getting taken down and getting submitted. She sucks on
at
it.
minus 150.
Well, you're about to get that chance, so you just wait.
I don't have to. I got the under at minus 145.
Ice Viking ain't lying. Ice Viking ain't lying. 138. Tyler, what's up? He says, "Sorry, I'm late, guys. Everybody, go check out Tyler on Twitter and YouTube. Man, he puts out great videos. Up over 1,000 subs. Go check him out. Really knows his stuff. He does where he shows you like the takedowns and stuff. Remember."
For the single legs, the double leg takedowns. We're gonna get him on another show that he can show everybody how to do a double leg takedown.
Exactly. I can't wait. Power double, baby.
Awesome.
Run, get the single, run the pipe. But yeah, Tyler, thanks for coming out, bro. 138 MMA. Check him out on Twitter and YouTube, everything. Yeah, if those fighters came down a weight class, Molly would beat Chandler and Davis. No, she would not. Get out. Oh, let's see, Derek Izzy, very smart guy. Did I mention how smart Derek Izzy is on the chat?
He's with you on this one.
What's he say? My boy Derek says Cody is right.
Mind you.
All right, opening. I'm with you on that opening sentence, that opening statement. Cody is right.
Oh God,
it's definitely a lot easier to drag a girl to the ground when you're a lot bigger. Those are the facts of the case.
No, I get it, Derek, and you're right. But this is the bigger cage. Is she going to be able to catch Molly? Molly's pretty quick on feet.
She's going to throw a spinning elbow and get her back taken, get choked.
In the second round. She knows what to do.
What happens though? Like whoever back Molly,
she's not like a bad fight IQ fighter
in the first minute. Don't you think Molly backers, you're going to be happy?
Oh, if Julia gets a takedown in the first minute, I'm going to be I'll be okay with it, because I know it's going to be a submission probably.
I'm not doing Shuey bets no more on bets fights I bet on. They're gonna have to be outside, because it's
you don't want to lose twice.
I don't want to lose a bet and a Shuey, because I don't give a fuck about a Shuey. I give a fuck about a bet. You know what I mean?
I tried to get you to do the normal one because I was confident I had a bet on.
You had me on. And then you're taking all these favorites, man. You're like, let me get this 250 favorite, man.
You were talking like you were super confident. So I'm like, well, I'll pounce on this.
I was super high, man, when I was saying all that shit. I'm like off Talladega Nights, dude.
I told you before the stream I was gonna get you on one of these.
You're either first or last. I was like, hell, I was high when I said that, man. Fuck. But all right, man. Awesome. Men's heavyweight division. Tommy Aspinall versus Marcin Tybura. I'll start this one. You started the last one. Man, dude, as long as Tom Aspinall doesn't get hurt, like he should be able to win this fight wherever. He should be able to be the faster, harder striker. He should be able to have the wrestling advantage, even though Tybura does have like good wrestling and pretty good jiu-jitsu. Like what Romanov did to Tybura in that first round would never happen to Aspinall, I don't think. You know what I mean? And Aspinall's a big ass dude too, just being 6'5". He's so quick. One thing I noticed about his fights is when he hits dudes, like they just want to quit. I don't know if they don't want what's coming forward or if he hits that hard. Like Sergey Spivak did it, Jake Collier did it. There was one more person that, they get hit and they just go down and cover up. Like I don't want to.
Orlovsky.
Yeah, he got choked out real quick, but like it's like
his speed, like with his striking, and he covered up and then he got choked out real quick.
Yep. So and I think he can do that to Tybura, and I also think he could take Tybura down. Like Tybura is a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but like Tom Aspinall just kind of goons dudes. You know what I mean? Like with Volkov, he just grabbed his arm and fucking straight arm bar, and he's like, all right, and then with the Arlovski, just took him out so quick. Like I'm high. I like Marcin Tybura. He's a top 10, top 15 middling heavyweight, and he's gonna beat a lot of different heavyweights. But I'm super high on Tom Aspinall. I have high aspirations for this dude. I think he could be a champ. We don't know about his cardio outside of the round and a half. You know what I mean? He's never been past a round and a half. He's coming off a bad injury. I'm sure he's back in shape and all that, but you got to think about that. That's going to be in his mind a little bit. So hard telling how strong he's going to come out. But yeah, man, I just think he's going to be better than Tybura everywhere other than maybe gas tank. So hopefully we don't have to find out about that. But I have no bets on this fight. I would like Aspinall inside the distance. I kind of like that under that people are playing too. But I'm just gonna
1.5.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay away. I usually stay away from like main events for the most part. And then like last week I should have, and I bet home like an idiot. So I like to be winning my money by the time I get to the main event and just enjoy a good fight. So yeah. I stayed away, but I love Tom Aspinall here. Love him.
Yeah, same way. Tom Aspinall is a better fighter here. The only time that I'm going to be a little worried is this fight gets past round 2. Then it could be fair game. Like, Tybura might be able to squeak, get stronger as the fight goes on. I mean, Tybura does slow down a bit, but he's durable. But Tommy Aspinall, he's going to be the quicker guy. He's going to be the better grappler. I think he's the better striker with more power. Tybura is not the greatest knockout guy at all. So it just depends on what happens here in the first round. I know Carlos, our guy, said it here. Fight to start round 2 at -105. It's actually a pretty decent look because Tom is coming off an injury, a big one. He's going to maybe want to get some ring rust off, maybe play it safe, see how his knee's feeling. He doesn't want to get crazy. He wants to work into this fight a little bit. And Tybura, they faced off a little bit. He looks a little slimmer than usual. Like a early face off, outside. He looks a little slimmer. So maybe his game plan is let's drag this fight out. Let's survive the first round, maybe the second round, and let's get into some deeper waters and test Tom Aspinall's gas tank. So that's his frame of mind, is survive the first round. Maybe Tom's let's work into the first round. Fight to start round 2. That's a very good bet. Good play. I like it. If you want to just play a close pick'em bet for this fight. But I think Aspinall does get the decision, or not decision, I'm sorry, inside the distance, whether it's going to be a knockout, a submission, club and sub, whatever. I would say second or third round, but I like that. I'm looking at, that's one of my bets I'm looking at. I'm kind of weeding him out a little bit, but I like that bet to start round 2 because this is a 5-round fight. And if you can remember off the top of your head, what's the last main event 5-round fight that you can think of that ended in the first round? Think about it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
The only one I could think of is the Pavlovich fight.
Yeah.
Blades. Yeah, but Pavlovich, that's his style.
You had a couple of them that's been ended in the second, though, with Sean Strickland, Holly Holm, and so yeah. Good
so fight to start round 2, pretty good bet there. So just throw it out there. If people want to throw something on that last fight, maybe they're feeling good and they're up, want one more bet, fight to start round 2. I think that's a great play here.
Yep, I like it. Whoa, Mariovs. I really appreciate the donation, man. Especially at the end of the show after a 3-hour show, man. To get the dono, man, that's just awesome. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate you coming out every single week too and hanging out, commenting with us, helping the algorithm, and then throwing out the dono, keeping the lights on. So really, really, really appreciate that, Mariovs, for real. Appreciate it. So thank you guys for your job. Appreciate that. You're the best.
John Jones and Cyril Gahn. Let's set it down there. That's another one I forgot about.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That was
besides injuries.
Yeah. I'm not counting the injuries.
Right. Tom Aspinall and 0 bet fight. Yeah. Like you said, -105 start round 2. I don't mind it because coming off injury, 5 rounds, slow down.
Tybura's durable.
Here's another thing. Yeah, Tybura took big shots from Greg Hardy and a couple other people recently and survived them, and then was able to beat them up. So it's pretty. I mean, took all them punches from Romanov. Aspinall sub 2-3 plus 1,200. Don't mind that.
I like that.
Don't mind that. Mushroom said Aspinall. Mushroom, great show and sharp takes as usual. Cody and Johnny, appreciate you coming out. Mushroom, his show's about to start in 3 minutes. We're about to be off in 2, so you can go right from here to Mushroom show and get some really good information there. Appreciate you coming out, hanging out tonight, Mushroom. You're the man. Come on, y'all predicted the last 4 main events, correct? Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Let's eat.
Aspinall.
Not
Aspinall.
me. I was wrong on Holmes. Wrong.
Yeah, let's set it. Like John Jones fight. I forgot about that one too.
Yeah, but it's like you said, it's very rare. But in heavyweights, it could be less rare.
Well, that's 2 heavyweight fights that ended in the first round too, and this is a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, that
sounds like there you go.
Yeah, sheesh. That's sheesh. I'm kind of.
Oh my god, is that true?
Oh yeah,
is that true?
Yeah, it has
to. It's worth a bet.
Yeah, plus 280.
100%. Plus 280. Like, that's higher than it was when they fought the first time.
Is it? Well, I mean,
yeah, a lot higher.
Charles said
this is going to be a closer fight,
and they booked it anyways. I'm worried he's not 100% here. Okay.
I don't. I'm a Charlie fan. Listen, he needed to take this fight no matter what, because if he didn't, he may not get this fight until until next
year. Trying to put you on a big screen. I don't know.
I know, right? No, you're good. No, so if Charlie didn't take this fight and Islam needed somebody, they needed somebody to headline that pay-per-view. And I'm sure
get you on that soapbox.
I'm sure Charlie wanted to fight in Brazil, which I think is going to happen like November 4th. You're going crazy right now. So anyway, I think November 4th is going to be in Brazil, but that's not going to be a pay-per-view. It's going to be like a fight night. That fight is going to be a pay-per-view fight. So he needed to take this fight, or he's not going to get the fight until next year, probably, because Islam, for some reason, doesn't want to fight for whatever reason. So I think he's ready. I think he's in a better frame of mind. You got to remember too, Oliveira, before he fought Islam, he fought Chandler, won the belt. He had a fight right after that, which was like a month or 2 later, fought Poirier, won. It was a hard fight. Same thing with the Chandler fight. Then a month later or 2 at most, he had to fight Gaethje. That's a murderer's row. And then again in 2 or 3 months, he had to fight Islam. Give him some credit, guys.
I do.
Come on. This is going to be a better fight. He's got some time to rest. He barely took any damage. There you go. He barely took any damage. Look at that right here. Good. Charlie Alvarez got 2 cards. He took barely any damage in the Dariush fight. And that was the fight that Islam wanted. He made Dariush look like nothing. So Islam can't say anything now. It's a rematch, and I'm ready for it. I think he's going to be better. Whether he wins or loses, that's another thing. He's going to look better than he did. It was just a very bad game plan and very, very bad flying knee for no reason. Ugh. We've seen that so much with the O'Day special, I would call it.
200 to win 530. I'll be your Huckleberry on that.
Oh, I'm doing that. If I can get that one, I'm gonna look right now. Shit,
138. Tyler is telling you to fuck off. He said, "Guys, Islam is beating Charles again." It's on the big screen. And
Tyler, said, I just want to let you know you are not going to be on that live stream for the fights.
That one. Those are the rules. I just decided.
Artem MMA will be on because he always comes on our show when Charlie fights. So
excellent. All right, boys, that's a 3-hour show. And boys and girls, everybody, Jenna, everybody that came out. Appreciate all you guys coming out, all the donos, all the good comments, all the good tips, everybody being super cool in the chat. We really appreciate it all. Tyler's, Carlos, Nigel, Mushroom,
Don't subscribe to 138 MMA anymore. I lied.
Shafiq, CJF. I'm going to shout out all the donos real quick. Robert Saladino, thanks for the donation. John Newquist, thanks for the donation almost every week. Flynn Doda, appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the donation. Nigel Lee, a.k.a. Moneybanks Locks, appreciate the donation so much. And Daz Files, appreciate the donation. Mariaz, appreciate the donation. You guys are awesome. Everybody in the chat's awesome too, man. Everybody. We had a great time, 3 hours deep, man. I will see you guys later. You got anything else, Johnny?
No, let's go, Charles. We got 3 months. MMA Twitter is going to be in shambles.
Hey, you got to do what Charles.
Guys.
Yeah, you got to do what Sicky does with John Joe.
No, Sicky's doing it for me, and I told him, I'm like, I'm there. I'm here for it. Like every MMA once the fight was announced, MMA Twitter drew the line in the sand, and everybody's on their team already.
You got to be
3 months away, guys.
You got to pick a team. I'm
back.
Give me
Charles. Give me Team Olives, baby.
Let's go. Fight Companion,
my pick, and it will be a bet. Spoiler alert.
Yep. Listen, Fight Companion on Johnny's channel Saturday at probably 11:30. They might start a little early, and then I'll be on.
Yeah, like maybe like 11, like 15 minutes early or so.
Hell yeah! So everybody check that out. And other than that, we will see you guys soon. Appreciate you, Daz, Pink Floyd, everybody that came out. We'll see you guys. Go check out Mushroom MMA's live show right now. See you guys.
Go. Bye.
Later.